gotta keep the hype train going.
Hey, you want to take a train ride?
Yo. Anyway, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch us to live and do an audio test just to see if anything got fucked up. Well, the nice thing is now, because of the new place, I'm not sitting next to a giant fucking industrial fan, so there shouldn't be.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Sis, for upping the hype train there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see if. And nice to see that my soundboard isn't working, but let me fix that. But do we hear audio or anything? Like, can we? I see the.
Let me mute here and unmute there.
Yeah, I was about to go because kind of defeats the purpose of hearing anything if can't hear fucking shit.
Yar.
Yar har fiddle dee dee. Do you want because the pirate is free? Alright, what? I hate when it does this shit.
Tommy and Scott, I need you to say something real quick because make sure I can hear you.
Huh? Penis.
Say words. We need to make sure audio is good.
Yes, hello, I am here.
Very nice.
Okay, we're good. I need you to say something. Huh? It's like that cat. He's like the cat.
The cat just. Huh?
Oh.
I was super spaced out. It's been a very long day. I apologize.
Oh my god, so speaking of long days and stuff, so I was at work the other day, I was standing at the podium, zoned the fuck out, and one of the dealers looked at me, she like waved at me to come to her. So I walked up to her, she's like, where were you? And I was like, at the podium? She's like, no, I mean mentally.
Yes.
She's like, because you were not here.
Alright.
Let's go.
Alright, soundboard.
Let's go.
Up. Alright. I'm gonna fix the punchy shit here in a minute, but
I honestly don't know if mine's messed up because
you just did the unarmed strike. You didn't do the damage. No?
You need to do the damage.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's also messed up.
yeah, I'll do that while you guys are doing recap stuff and whatnot.
My bad.
I'm gonna open up stream the music stuff for you guys while you guys do recap stuff.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
So last time we went to the graveyard because we were looking for Duke Ravengard. Fought some skelly boys and some shadows. We met a dude whose name was Gideon, and he questioned Vixar about whose side we're on. Turned out there was which she was very confused at, that he choked her out, lifted her off the ground, had her feet dangling. She had uppies. Basically there was a portal that was open and demons were coming up from, I guess, the other levels of hell. So we had to seal it. So we get down there, see Duke Ravengard that has the Helmet of Tormon, and he's kind of like the anchor for this fucking portal shit. So in order to close it, we killed him, and we cut his head off.
Nice.
So we went back to High Hall with the helmet. Savine put the helmet on to kind of, because the cleric, the cleric there, mentioned that we might be able to find some information. Saw a scene of Lulu and a soldier. The soldier had a long sword. The sword got plunged into the ground, and then this castle came up, and then it showed Lulu talking to two bird-like creatures, which were basically Kenkus. So they helped her. So Lulu remembered that the sword was important and might be able to help Elturel. So now we're currently trying to figure out how to get off Elturel so we can go down into Avernus, begin our descent into Avernus, roll credits, and we have to go to Fort Knucklebones because that is where the two Kenkus are that helped Lulu.
I mean, we can always go on an invisible bridge.
Yeah.
No.
Fall to our almost death.
No, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. Also, the name of the Kenkus are Clunk and Chunk.
What?
I love them.
Clunk and Chunk.
Clunk and chunk. That's like Yami, huh? Clunk
Yeah,
and chunk.
Yami's clunk and junk.
All right. So, you all find yourselves in the high hall catacombs, kind of circled around, figuring out and discussing what the next plan of action is. Now that you have your objective, there is but a small, tiny problem. That Eltrell is currently suspended several hundred feet in the air, and you need to figure out a way to get down safely. Or you could always swan dive into the river Styx. That's also an option too.
No.
But
Never.
I believe that was a discussion that you guys were needing to have, is figuring out how you wish to descend down.
Anybody got Featherfall?
I do.
Jump.
I was just about to say, anybody got Featherfall?
I was about to go Featherfall.
Yeah, Featherfall.
Featherfall only lasts for a little bit. Like, it might get you partially the way down, but I will tell you it will not get you all the way down. Depending on how many... Then we'll have to figure something out, because... Can't be a shit boot forever.
Okay, Twitch is back up.
Yep. Alright.
Yep.
Yep, we're live again. Alright, go for it. Continue on.
What were we saying? You said the water walk thing?
Yeah, I've got a... let me pull it up again, tell you the exact
Well, yeah, so that
name.
begs the question. Colin, you said lava's dripping down. Is it dripping, like, straight down, or is it going down, like, at an angle?
Straight down.
Okay, so water walk wouldn't really work, because we can't walk straight down. We all hang on to Lulu and let her float us down.
I don't think she's strong enough to hold all of us. No offense, Lulu.
None taken.
What if we just make the whole city go down?
And kill everybody?
I didn't say crash the city into the ground. Just figure out
mean,
what's
how
in the city and put it
How
back
would
in the
we
ground.
do a How would we do a controlled landing of an entire city?
They had to have a controlled ascension somehow.
You said there's also chains, right?
Yeah, there are chains supporting on the edge of the city. There is roughly about 8 chains that you saw that are dug into the ground that seem to be attached to the city. The chains kind of descend down onto the ground itself. None of them are buried into the river Styx, but they're around it. From what you...
I mean, we can always climb down those, but that's still risky because we slip.
That sounds like an athletics check I'm gonna fail.
Or a dex
Yeah.
check.
Sounds like a lot
That
of
I'm
it.
gonna fail.
That I'm also gonna fail. I mean, I thought you said last time that the lava was dripping, like it wasn't running straight down.
It was dripping.
Yeah, so we could still do the water walk, because it could be like stairs going down.
I don't think that's
Suspend the
what it
lava
means by
in place?
dripping. I mean, if
Well,
it's
it doesn't-
dripping straight- yeah, if it's dripping straight down, it's still straight down.
Yeah, but it's not a continuous stream. There's like...
Yeah, I think what they
I
mean
mean,
is
but-
like is unless you can, like Scott said, suspend the lava in place, you would continue to just fall with the lava as it drips.
Well, if we could stand on the lava and move down with the water walk, then I don't really see the issue.
But gravity still applies.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lava is still falling and reaching terminal velocity.
Yeah, so unless we had a way to, you know, make the lava anti-gravity,
Why don't we
then
find
yeah,
that
you
chick-
could hop down it, you know.
Why don't we find Simon's new friend and see if she can craft something for us?
That would require going back out into the city.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyone have any ideas?
I mean, we stated our ideas.
I mean, we can ask the lady person.
There's multiple lady peoples down here. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
clarify
I was
which
gonna
one.
say, you
Pyra?
gotta
Do
be
you mean
more specific.
Pyra?
I think that's her name. Like the
Yeah.
head lady that's taking care of all the people.
Yeah.
Pyra is her name.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not at my computer to look at anything I've written down. My bad.
No, you're good.
How dare you?
I'm
You
sorry.
don't
I had
sound
to
like
go
you're
wash
at.
my
You don't
hands.
sound like you're at your computer, Tess. So shush.
I am at my computer.
You sound far away though.
I'm almost mouth fucking my mic.
Ayo.
I mean, we can
Deep
we can
throating it?
ask her and just
Yeah.
see if she knows anything. Have us any ideas? Even if she doesn't, I mean, worth a shot.
I mean, yeah, we can always ask her, see if she's got anything.
Okay. I have another idea. And I don't know if this will work. Probably not because it says body of water. Because there's a spell that I have called Conjure Ferrymen.
So instead of dropping straight down, we just ride a boat and drop straight down?
Yeah. But I don't know if... Oh, it only takes... It only takes me and one companion per level across the river body.
Well, I mean, but that would still mean that instead of just falling down, you're falling in a ship.
Let me just read this a bit more, actually, so... if you cast this, losing a spell slot of 3rd level, the boat can take you and your companions across the planar boundary to the ethereal plane. Oh, if I cast it at level 5, we can cross over the river Styx. I don't have...
I mean, we still gotta get down to the river Styx.
I mean, there's a gravity drop to the river.
That lasts for an hour, and it can take you across a river body of water, but lava's not technically water.
Lulu will chime in and kind of go, I can take people down if we want to, but considering that devils and demons seem to have noticed the city, chances are we're gonna get spotted with the way I can take us down. Which I'm not sure how good you guys are fighting on a tiny platform descending down, but it's messy if you don't know what you're doing. Because if you fall off, I can't get to you. And that will be it. And I like every one of you. We haven't known each other for a while, but I like every one of you, and I don't want to have the idea of you guys falling off me on my conscience.
I mean, that is an idea. Like, at worst, we can do that.
I mean, I can't think of anything else we can do.
Well, let's do what Simon said and ask Pyra if she has any suggestions.
So then we're going into the city?
Well, she's underground with us.
Okay.
If you wish to ask Pyra, if you ask Pyra, she will make mention that if you're wanting to get down the city, if you want to get down,
Is there a giant inflatable slide?
No, but if she will make mention that outside of like having potent magics, if you want to take the risk, the safest option she can think of are the chains, but she's not sure how safe those are, given everything, because you would have to go through the city, but she also isn't sure if the chains are fully the safest option, but they are the more physical option, since you guys do not know how to fly.
I would prefer Lulu's option over that.
How thick are the chains? Are they like big old, like huge chains?
Yes.
Or are they like?
Each chain link is fairly massive.
And that's still a very physical task.
Yeah. She'll make mention that someone, judging from someone that she heard from, that the chains are about 30, like each segment is about 30 feet long and 20 feet wide. The metal itself is about 5 feet thick, and that descends down a while.
That sounds very physically demanding.
But we could do that, and we just do it so we're like, because we've all got rope.
Do we?
I mean, only like 30 feet of
Yeah.
rope, but
No,
there's
but
way
what I'm
to-
saying is we could hold on to the rope and kind of, kid like preschool chain shimmy down the chains.
No, so if
So
one of
how
us
are we
falls,
gonna-
we all fall.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna remove the rope and replace it when we go down the rope?
No, we hold the rope while we move down, so that way, if someone does slip, there's a better chance that people can pull them up.
And if
Again, but I'm saying every chain link that we attach the rope to, how are
No,
we
we're
gonna
not. No. We're not attaching the rope to the chain links. We're just holding it to each other as we walk down.
Preschool style.
Yeah.
So if somebody, there's six? There's 6 of us. So if somebody does slip and fall, they've got the weight of 5 other people to basically keep them from actually plummeting. 5 people could easily pull 1 person up.
Yeah.
As long as they hold on to the rope.
And Lulu will chime in and go, and if something goes wrong, I could be right there.
I mean, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Simon's got feather fall in case somebody does fall and can't pull them up.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we don't have a whole lot of other choice.
I mean, that sounds like this. I mean, I'm not saying it's safe, but that sounds like the safest plan we can come up with.
As I say, I don't think there's going to be a single way that's going to be totally safe to do this.
Unless Savine can suddenly sprout wings.
No. I mean, the other option is I'd just surf down on the shield that I have and just surf down the lava.
That would be a sight to see. I mean, I guess we look for one of these chains and do that.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we sticking with the chain plan then?
I guess.
I guess so.
Chain gang, yeah.
Dang dang.
All
They
right.
could be like chained together.
Oh God.
All right. So, if we're gonna go with the chain plan, is there anyone that outside of Lulu, no one else is gonna be coming with you, but is there anything you all wish to do before you head out into the city to look for one of these chains?
Are shops still operating in the city or no?
I mean,
There's
define.
one guy that stills like Khajiit has wares if you have coin, damn it.
There's one
There is-
really determined blacksmith. He's like,
There
There is the key salesman.
if you could
I
find
need a key.
Are you looking for some?
I want a quarterstaff. That's it. That's all I want.
I will tell you right now, no.
Okay.
just to be blunt.
On that, as if he was gonna be like, oh, like maybe just sometime right now.
No. With the way Avernus has gone, like the way El Toro has gone, no, there is not a sane soul out here selling you anything.
Can I steal one from somebody? If they're not sane enough to steal or to sell it, can I steal one?
Do you want on the way there? On the way to the chain, do you want to break in somewhere and steal a quarterstaff?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So all right. So first things first. Getting through the city and everything. I'm going to assume you guys are wanting to be quiet. So I will say we'll do a group stealth check to get to one of the edges to get to the edge of the city. Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Disadvantage.
Like, is there even
Wait. Why did you roll disadvantage?
Because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Oh, armor. Okay.
Alright. I need one from. Alright. And.
Yeah, I just trying to find the button. There it is.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
I don't even know why I clicked the button. I don't even know why I clicked the button.
We're sneaky, Simon.
So fail. So I gotta count this up. So there are. Give me a moment.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
We've already done that one.
Oh no.
So, as you all kind of make your way to the city, trying to make your way through the city, heading to one of the edges of town, trying to pass through the town, you would hear the occasional scream and sound of things breaking in as you would see devil patrols kind of passing through, the occasional sight of a demon. But as you're sneaking, as some of you are successfully sneaking around and some failing, you all would hear what sounds like the screams coming from a nearby building. And those who failed, you kind of tumbled into the building, and you would notice that the building you've tumbled into is a fallen sign that indicates the building you guys are next to, and that the screaming is coming from is the El Terrell jail.
Oh.
And there appears to be screaming coming from inside. Do you wish to check it? Do you wish to check it out, or do you wish to ignore it?
I mean, I'm honor bound to find out if they're okay and protect them.
I'm good to ignore.
I mean, is it like, I don't know, like what kind of screams are they? Is it just, like wailing regular demon noises, or like please help me God?
Sounds like a mixture of a slight scuffle and someone pleading for their life. As the scuffle kind of happens, you would hear like one of the people telling someone to stay still and that this will be over quick.
Well, I'm going to go down. I'm going to look at Varys and be like, sounds like we have a chance to launch something.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I guess we're good looking.
All right. Savine is ignoring. Everyone else is checking out.
Yep.
All right, Savine, you will head off on your own, not aware that your party is kind of stopped in this building. As the rest of you all make your way into this building, you would see the familiar sight of ruined corpses as pieces of armor lay about, as though it almost seems like the person that was wearing the armor seems to have just almost been pulled out of it. So the armor is just scattered about. As you make your way through this, following the sounds of the screaming, you would find a prison cell where 5 emaciated humans reside, where it looks like 4 of them are holding down a 5th one, and one of them has a shiv. The one with the shiv looks like he's trying to get a good angle on the one that they have pinned down. The one pinned down is screaming for his life, while the one with the shiv is trying to get him to stay still.
I'm going to look around and see if I find keys to the jail cell.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Nope.
As you're kind of like rummaging around trying to find something, the others kind of stop and notice you. As they all kind of stop, the others let go of the person pinned as he goes to a corner, just kind of goes, not to a corner, he goes to the edge of the cell and just goes, "Please, you gotta get me out of here. They're crazy. You need to get us out of here, get us food or something, please."
That's what I'm working on. Can I roll another investigation check?
So I'll help look as well.
Okay, sure. Scott, do you want to do the help action and give Anna advantage?
Sure. So I can do that, or just roll an investigation check.
Yeah. You can either give Anna advantage, or you can just roll your own separate investigation.
I'll just roll mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
I have +8, so.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look around, and one of the as you're kind of like shifting around looking for them, you do not find any sets of keys. As you're kind of like looking around, one of the prisoners kind of goes, "You're not gonna find any keys on the guards. We've tried. Some strange creature covered in chains came in here murmuring about keys and then left us."
Oh god.
Yeah, that checks out. That's what I was worried about.
What is the key I got from him look like?
Just a random key. It just looks like a standard kind of.
Key.
Okay, give me a second. As you pull out this random mundane key, you go up to the lock, and you hear the clicking sounds as the door opens.
God damn it! That's awesome.
As the prison, with no hesitation or no need, the emaciated people just fucking bolt. Like, they just run past you all and just bolt out.
Okay, goodbye.
As they bolt by, like, the 5th one kind of stops and goes, "Thank you. We're gonna find somewhere more safe and first something to eat, but thank you all," as they just continue running.
I just kind of stare at the key in silence.
As you use that key, you watch as it heats up for a moment, turning a pretty ember and disappearing from your hand.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna look at my hand where the key was in utter confusion.
That
Well, I can't believe that worked.
happened.
I want to note that was a 50-50 chance of that working.
Nice.
I just kind of turned to the group, just a look of disbelief. I can't believe that worked.
Savine,
Something.
Savine, as you're like making your way out, you kind of look back for a moment to see what they're up to, and you just see 5 emaciated men just running out of the fucking jail in a direction.
She kind of just stops. Just looks at the men and is like,
After a moment, the rest of the party comes out.
Hi. Did you guys see the 5 men run by?
Yeah, I apparently had the key to get them out.
Oh.
I think they were trying to cannibalize each other, so yeah.
Don't let him.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if there's anything else to find here.
I mean, nothing use unless we can find a quarterstaff, apparently. I don't see any jail guards carrying quarterstaffs, but...
I don't see any guards, period.
Well, any corpses that would have quarterstaffs. Maybe like nightsticks. That's probably not too helpful. Let's just keep going. Yeah, let's just keep going.
All right, so you all make your way to after that delay, you all make your way to the edge of El Terrell, the very part of the cities where there isn't, where you go just past the walls of the city, and you would see suspended with the earth, these long, large chains that almost dig into the ground itself, that descend downwards. The occasional shock of the companion hitting nearby the base of the chains, as you realize how high up you are, as you kind of look down and see the chains kind of rattling and moving. Below, you would see what appears to be not the endless flowing Styx, but also nearby the chains you would see skirmishes and fights coming from the battle of the Blood War continuing and raging on, as you would see mixture of large demons that seem like ants to you, but you would also see smaller masses of beings as battles break out, flying demons above, kind of swooping and diving into the masses of these fights.
Cool.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
My quarterstaff. Can I just assume that I picked one up somewhere?
I will give you a quarterstaff eventually.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I stole it from the jail. I want to steal it from the jail.
The jail does not have... You know what? Give me an investigation check. If you do well enough, I'll give you a quarterstaff. How about that?
There you go.
Fine, you get a quarterstaff.
Yeah!
Well,
I can bonk now! I'm gonna be bonking everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Bonk, bonk.
I mean,
Bonking the chunk.
I had an idea, but... Oh well. I'll
Now I feel bad?
No, it's fine. Don't feel bad.
It reminds me of me and the damn scarf, how adamant I was to get my fucking scarf.
I'll put a quarterstaff in your inventory. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, you see these chains before you, and as you all approach them, you all, despite everything feeling hot and very hot down here, you approach the chains, and the chains themselves seem to radiate this rather unnerving heat from them. As those who get closer would see that there's etchings of what appears to be runes on the chains.
Be sure we're not gonna burn ourselves climbing down these chains?
One way to find out. Somebody touch it.
What language are the runes written in?
They are infernal.
What do they say?
The chains, for the most part, the runes seem to be they seem to be a mixture of binding runes to basically hold whatever they're attached to. Basically, I forget the term for it. They basically plane lock whatever they're touching, and the chains themselves. Well, for the most part, that's what the runes are. They seem to be magical runes that basically plane lock whatever they're touching.
Okay.
Whatever they're touching, that means. What does that mean for us if we touch them?
That I assume that means we would be plane locked while we are actively touching them.
Well,
Does it plane lock humanoids or just things?
It just says whatever it's touching.
Okay.
So can you explain exactly what that means?
Like in layman's terms?
Plane lock?
Yeah, like I'm. Like,
So if you
want to be certain.
So if you try to cast any sort of spell that pulls you out of, like, either to or from the material plane while touching those chains, it will not work.
Okay, so you can't like teleport, like dimension door.
Yeah, no.
Something.
Pretty much. Yeah, like they
Okay.
they pretty much deny any sort of teleportation.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I put it in more layman's terms. Yeah. But yeah, for the most, but it means more. It means more similar to. So basically, kind of like how El Terrell was pulled into Avernus, it can't be pulled back into the material plane. Like the chains, for the most part, their purpose is to deny that. So like, even if you guys were on the material plane and tried to like use some magic bullshit or use a divine intervention to call El Terrell back, it wouldn't happen because of the chains.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a problem later.
Well, that's not a now problem. That's a later problem.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
He's going to touch it first and see what happens.
Not it.
Not it.
I'll touch the chain.
Aren't one of you a tiefling?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
resistant
touch
to fire?
the chain. I'll touch the chain.
As you go up and touch the chain, it gives off a familiar warmth that very much you definitely feel infernal energy coursing through the metal, and it doesn't burn you, but it doesn't burn you, but it does give off a certain heat that you're very familiar with. These chains are made of infernal metals, infernal iron.
I mean, it's not doing anything to me, but I'm infernal blood.
Anna's going to kind of sigh. She's going to walk up, take a glove off. Well, no, she's not going to take a glove off. Fuck that. She's going to touch the chain.
Yeah. As you touch it, it gives you that same warm, radiant feeling. Like it's almost like being near a campfire. but
What?
despite having a layer of protection on through your armor, you feel this heat as though you're almost standing in the bonfire. If it was a bonfire, it feels like you're almost standing directly on top of the bonfire. It doesn't feel like it's burning.
That's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's not burning you yet, but there is a probability of it.
I feel like as we climb down, this is going to be a problem.
It'll probably be a problem. No offense for you guys, and she kind of gestures to everybody. Probably won't be a problem for me.
Sure, go down your own.
I mean, I could. I don't know how you guys would get down then.
Well, I also think, you know, if you run into any combat, you're probably going to die on your own.
I mean, the only thing I can think of at this point is Lulu takes us down one by one while Sabine climbs down the chains. If Sabine wants to do that on her own.
Wait, have we confirmed it's going to burn anybody else other than Sabine?
Well, no, it's not going to burn me.
I know, but I'm saying it's going to burn anybody else other than...
Well, it felt like I was on top of the bonfire when I touched it.
Does anybody else want to touch it and try?
I mean, I can touch it. I don't know if it's going to change anything. I'm assuming I feel the same thing.
Yes. Anyone that approaches and touches the chain feels like you're standing on top of a bonfire.
So it's hot, but it doesn't hurt, but it's going to...
It more than likely will cause you problems as you're going down the chain.
Yeah.
Is it going to cause me problems?
I mean, you're resistant to the burning. That doesn't mean you're immune to it.
Will it cause me as many problems as them, though?
Probably not.
Okay.
How far is it?
From the chains down, if you're climbing the chains down, like I said, let me give you a definitive number. We'll say I said about 300 to 400 feet. So let's split down the middle and say the chains are about 350 feet. Each section ends at about 30 feet, and it looks like they've been like welded together. So it looks like someone improv'd this large chain together. These chains together.
I mean, if it's 350 feet, Simu, how long did you say your featherfall would... How far did you say your featherfall would work?
If you drop straight down, it's 400. The chains are about 350. Would cut it down a little bit.
Oh.
But it's not a straight drop. It's more kind of like, it's basically the difference between going from 95 to like a 35 degree.
Well, I'm not super on board with it, and I'm on board with the Lulu disinfectant time idea.
We'd also have to look to see if there's anything directly below us, and also if we get attacked while we're falling by anything that flies, we're also going to get kind of rocked.
I mean, like I said, the most notable things that you can currently see below you is the river Styx and a large skirmish going on.
Yeah.
So if you want to put it bluntly, if you don't want to either risk falling into the river Styx or in the middle of an actual war, the current safest spots are the chains, but you also risk exposure to infernal iron, which isn't supposed to be touched by mortals, and risk taking damage as you climb along.
We're in a pickle.
I got nothing.
I mean,
We clearly can't walk down these chains far enough. We can't teleport. We can't feather fall down.
No, I mean, Lulu can go at an angle to where we go like alongside the chains to where we're not going straight into the river or into the skirmish.
I think it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of out of ideas at this point.
Yep.
Well, let me.
Because I don't know how damaged we're going to be by the time we get to the bottom of these chains.
Let me just. I'll step onto the chain just to see, like, how long it takes to start being like too uncomfortable, like where I feel like I need to get off of the chain.
Okay. Sure.
Hold on. I got a better idea. So I have this new ability. I can send my echo down and see how long it takes before it disappears.
Okay. You want to do that?
Yeah. So just warning you guys now, I won't be able to see or hear anything. So if anything happens, I will have no idea until my echo disappears.
Okay.
We'll protect the little body. So.
All right.
Okay.
Like the main
so
body.
I'm gonna activate my echo avatar feature.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon the echo and then I'm gonna activate that feature.
Okay. So
I can activate it up to 10 minutes, and I can end it at any time, and it can go up to 1,000 feet away.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to send the echo down the chains.
All right. So kind of acting as though it was you climbing down the chains?
Correct.
Okay. So as you climb onto the chain, as your echo climbs onto the chains, it begins descending down. You watch as the echo gets about a good 100 feet, and then you watch it fizzle out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
How much health does the echo have, or is it just whenever it gets slapped, it dies?
It's 1 health, so yeah.
Okay, so it took damage of 100 feet.
Yeah. So, but we don't know if it's exponential or if it's incremental. I mean, we know we can make it down 100 feet before we start hurting, but then by that point we're at the road to no return.
But we also don't know if it starts to be like pain every step at that point, and we just slowly start to bleed out, or
that's exactly what I just said, exponential learning.
Yeah. So I can't imagine we would just, take 5 points of damage and then go, oop, that we're good for another 100 feet.
Yeah, no, I imagine that is not how it works. Oh, so wait, hold up. Did Void showed up?
Yeah.
Okay, so Void, we're trying to go down infernal chains, but they're gonna burn us. So we're trying to figure out a way to not burn to death.
Oh, okay. I am trying to load in to the server, but it is.
So that's one of the important things. The other one is
there's a new link for the Foundry in the text chat.
Oh my god.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
So was it Virus that wanted the quarterstaff super bad?
Yeah.
No, Vixara, but she got one.
Yeah,
Vixara got her quarterstaff, and we released 5 inmates from a prison with the key I got.
Wait, how far? Hold on. How far will your featherfall get us, Simon?
Assuming we fall straight down with no interruptions, it's 60 feet per round. Lasts for a minute, so that would be 360 feet.
Okay, Khan.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage would I take from falling 40 feet?
It's one.
Oh Jesus!
It's 1d6 per 10 feet, so that's 46.
Okay, because I've also got, well, me and Vixara have slow fall, which means we can reduce.
But also remember, you would be falling straight down, so there is a chance you either fall into the river Styx, or you fall, or there is a chance that you fall into the middle of a combat zone.
Then I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
At this rate, I'm just gonna jump down and fucking kill myself.
I know, right?
Like, we've spent how long on this now? Trying to decide how we're gonna get down.
Yep.
Lulu's gonna chime in and just go, basically, I will mention, like, yeah, Lulu will chime in at this point and just go, I mean, like, we can go about this in a very noticeable way and be in trouble, or we take the bite. Like, we have to make a choice here. We can't wait forever.
Muted again. Question.
Mm-hmm.
If, say, while we go down the chain, if I was to cast Frostbite, would that slow the rate of burn damage?
Let me take a look at it.
Because it's cold damage.
But it says specifically a creature. It doesn't say a creature or object.
Yeah, so that wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't help us.
No.
Kind of not take. Okay.
Because chains aren't creatures.
Continuously ray of frost the chains.
What Con is basically telling us is no matter what we choose, we are going to take damage, so we may as well just pick the lesser of two evils, whatever that may be.
Would Misty Step
How
work?
it sounds.
Misty Step doesn't go that far. That's the thing.
It only goes half of that, huh?
Not even
Like,
half.
way less.
The chains are 350 feet long.
Oh, I thought they were 60 feet. Oh, I'm
No.
so many numbers getting thrown around.
Yeah,
No, if we
no.
were 60 feet, we'd be golden.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
Okay, so I was in the bathroom when you answered on this question. How much damage would we take if we fall 40 feet?
1d6 for every 10.
One,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
1d6 for every 10 feet.
For every what?
For every 10 feet.
Oh, God.
Oh, that could hurt.
Yeah, no, there's a reason why.
How many feet?
If you're
350 feet.
yeah.
300 and what?
350.
So that means even if we, on a d6, even if everybody rolled a 1 every single time, which is not going to happen, we'd be taking at least 35 points of damage each.
That would be that would
So,
be
like
that
half.
that'd be
over half. For all
that
of
would
us.
be that'd be 35d6 if you decided to just
Well, no,
jump and fall
because-
at terminal velocity.
Yeah, but if we had the feather fall, we'd only take 40 feet worth of damage, right? So
Well, that's
But-
still 46. That's a good
but-
chunk.
But like I said, that
So-
also entirely depends on where you're landing. Are you wanting to land try to land not in the river Styx, or try not to land in the combat zone? Because
Okay, idea. We start going down the chain. As soon as we start hurting, then we feather fall down. Because at that point, that's only 250 feet. We'll be able to get to the ground safe.
okay,
That's if we can get far enough down the chain.
Before something happens.
Well,
yeah.
even if we can get just 40 feet down the chain, then Featherfall will carry us the rest of the way.
Which my echo didn't fizzle out until 100 feet, so that's about when we'll start hurting.
We can also just take Lulu's option and just hope.
But she can only take us down one at a time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what, if we get dropped into the battle, we're in trouble.
Well, it's also if we get attacked on the way down, we're fighting
Mhm.
whatever the fuck attacks us on our own. So
Yeah.
On a platform.
we
Yeah.
can't,
And like
we
I
can't,
mentioned,
crawl down it because it's burning, or
No, we
So
will
we
start burning.
okay.
I will say I think you guys are getting a little bit stuck. You need to make a choice here. You guys are
I'm gonna start crawling down the chains.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow
I
her.
mean, I'm gonna follow too and be like, Simon, when it starts hurting, let's do the feather fall.
Okay. Is everyone on?
Is that alright with you,
I
Simon?
guess we're going.
We're going chain gang.
Well, what is everybody else? I mean, I'm just gonna start going down the chain. I don't know what everybody else wants to do.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Don't really
just
have
my
a
You know
whole lot
what?
of choice.
I'm following
I'm-
Savine.
I'm gonna go with Lulu. Fuck it.
You want
Yeah, I
Lulu?
think I'm also gonna go with Lulu. Void, you do know you're gonna take, was it burn damage? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna look at Simon and be like, "You
Better
want to
than fall damage.
You want to cast Featherfall when we start hurting?"
Plus, I can heal us when we get to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
And is there like anything that I can use? Could I use like? Oh well, shield is only like temporary. Like,
yeah,
only lasts. Never
shield,
mind.
yeah,
And
shield's
if it's a saving throw, then
Yeah.
Simon,
What?
did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
I said, "Are you good with casting Featherfall and us jumping off the chains as soon as it starts hurting?"
Yeah, I mean, I can have Featherfall ready whenever. It's just a
Okay.
quick spell.
So
All right, let's do that then.
okay, so the sisters are taking the Lulu option, and okay, so we got the sisters taking the Lulu option. Everyone else is going down the chain.
Correct. Or at least that's what it sounds like.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
you watch as Lulu kind of like looks and sees that you two are like, we both want to go, and she's gonna go. All right, give me a moment. It's been a while since I've done this, I think. And you're gonna watch as she kind of like moves away from you all, and then you watch as her body shifts and she gets larger in size as she turns into this large elephant with long tusked and golden wings as she turns into a mammoth. Her tusk wraps around you all and puts you on her back as she flaps her large wings and begins descending down the chain. As you all kind of watch her kind of begin flying with the two on her back, following her on the chain. Those on the chain, as you begin crawling, descending, you feel the constant kind of burning sensation. Yep.
A quick question before, sorry, but so just wondering, I have prestidigitation. It says I can chill up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. Does that count as the chain?
I mean, that's 1 cubic foot. That's enough to cover a hand or two.
Yeah.
Right. Ugh. So I can't use it all the way down.
I will take that into consideration for what's gonna happen. As you all watch Lulu kind of keep staying with you guys, but kind of like also flying ahead a little bit because she seems very nervous, so she's looking around, trying to keep an eye out on things. As you get to the 100-foot mark, I need everyone on the chain to make me a Constitution saving throw. Inya, if you're using prestidigitation to do that, I will lower the DC on that one.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm gonna do that, and then...
Alright. So go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, just a normal...
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
We're twins, Enya!
I love as you all are descending, you all see the chain kind of light up with an arcane glow as you all feel that burning sensation get real hot. As those who succeeded, you will take 6 fire damage. Those who have failed, you take 12 fire damage.
Do I take 6 because I'm resistant?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
As the
I'm
chain...
gonna look at Simon and be like, "I think it's time to drop." Sorry, Con.
No, you're good. And as the archaic runes on the chains light up, they cease, and you feel that burning sensation calm down again as it almost seems to start back to when you first touched the chain.
Oh.
Okay, Simon, I'm ready to drop when you are.
I mean, if it's just gonna only occasionally pulse like this, we can just keep going. It's not really a big deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going down.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well keep going down.
No? Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep going down.
All right. Lulu kind of keeping an eye on you all as she's kind of flying alongside you all. At the 200-foot mark, again, you would feel the chains see the chains light up again as I need another Constitution save from you all.
Okay, if it's only every 100 feet, then it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Those who succeeded, you take 5 fire. Those who failed, which the only one is Savine, that would be 11, but that's halved anyway, so 5.
Yeah, this is not bad, honestly. So.
All right.
Sorry, how much did I take?
You didn't take any.
You took 5.
Oh.
5 fire.
5. Okay.
As you all continue on, kind of feeling that similar pulse of just energy, the chains kind of rattling as you get lower and lower down, you would all hear the sounds of combat even more and more. And for the particularly observant few, you would see kind of the closer forms of different devils and demons about. Most of these things a mixture of what almost look like you would see the devil forces that seem to be more organized and more acting like a military kind of pulling rank and file and just organized, while the demonic forces are more almost like watching a military fight a protest, as these large groups of demons slam into the rank and file forces of the devils, and with varying results as the demons release these strange abominations of large towering lumps of flesh that spew vile and other things, while the devils seem to be orchestrating military maneuvers such as flanking with what appears to be devilish cavalry and using ranged troops like archers and such. As the scenes of the battle get closer and more apparent, at the 300 mark, I need another Constitution saving throw from everyone. Even if she fails, she still takes no damage. You all feel the pulsing of the chains again as you take 4 fire damage.
I take 2, right? Or is it 4 for everybody?
That's 4 for everyone. If you would have succeeded, then it would have been 2.
Okay.
But
I'm resistant, so that's why I'm...
That's what I'm saying. Is you took full effect, but it's already halved because you're a tiefling. If you would have succeeded, okay. I would have halved it for you again.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Checking.
No, you're good. So
are we like the bottom of the chain now?
Yeah, you're basically heading toward the anchor of the chain. At this point, Lulu kind of flies ahead and lands with the sisters, kind of dropping you two off as she ships back into her tiny little holofont form. As you
we didn't even get attacked.
Nice.
As you all make your way to the base of the chain, after you all dismount, you would see the pulse of magical energy, as the same magic that was bombarding you with arcane energy ceases. As you all find yourselves at the base of the chain.
How's everybody looking for HP wise?
I mean, I'm a little hurt, but I'm not like beat up or anything.
I'm 38 out of 59.
If I were to give it a number.
Yeah, you're, it's pretty meta to give the numbers you're supposed to describe.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
No, it's fine. I think it's just funny. Just be like, if I were to put a number on it and give it a value.
Yeah, no, if I were to put out a number on, I think that's what I would be right now.
I've totally done that before in D&D campaigns and pissed the DM off.
No, that's odd. I've actually always just used the numbers. I've never had anybody like.
No.
I'm not trying to say anything bad. I've just that's actually new to me. We've always used the numbers.
I know. I'm just teasing. Like this is just more so me teasing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like I'm not being that much of a stickler. I'm just teasing.
No, that had just never occurred to me that people would actually like play that way because I've just always used the numbers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I've had DMs where you cannot use meta knowledge, so you can't like say stats off the character. You have to describe it.
Do we want to take like 10 minutes so I can do a prayer of healing for people who need it?
I would not be opposed to that.
How close is this combat? Are we in danger of being pulled into it?
You guys are close, but like you all are in that perfect middle ground where you can see what the hell is going on, but the battle is so rampant no one has noticed you yet.
Okay.
So like you guys can see in detail, like to give you an idea of what you're seeing, I can read a little blurb for you. Okay, so you would see so like around the infernal iron chains, you would see kind of near where you guys are, like obviously you guys have room to hide. Like you guys are in that perfect space where no one has noticed you yet. But you would see around you would see squads of demons fighting 10 deep in some places hurl themselves into devil ranks. Most of the abyssal troopers are lowly mains and dretches who are quick to die in vain attempts to drag down devils so that the stronger demons behind them can strike killing blows. The river Styx being nearby, you would see the dark river that cuts a path through the blasted landscape. You would see floating on the river demonic barges that are being assailed by squadrons of winged devils under the command of a terrifying pit fiend wearing an eyeless helmet and clutching a battle standard.
I mean, if we're in a relatively safe spot, I don't mind taking 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 10 minutes and cast prayer of healing. And we're gonna do 3rd level. So 14 back to anybody who needs it.
Okay, I'll do that in just a second.
Okay. So, what do I do?
Just add it back to your HP, so 37 plus 14. Oh, I'm basically almost at my max. I'm at 51 out of 52.
Nice.
Okay, I'm walking.
Thanks for that, Sabine.
No problem.
Yeah,
I want to make sure we're all good in case we run into anything.
Definitely.
Which
we
it
don't
looks
know
like
what's
we're
down
going
here.
to.
All right. So, as you all take this moment, you hear the sounds of combat happening, just the screaming and loud noises coming from battle scene as you take a moment to kind of heal and revitalize yourselves, as there's a few moments where there's a few kind of close calls as you think something is about to just notice you, but either gets distracted by another force or simply that they're too caught up in the battle to fully pay attention to you all. There is still the window of opportunity to slink away without any trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Lulu and be like, alright, do you remember how to get to Fort Knucklebone?
Yeah, of course, I can take you that way. As she kind of motions you to follow her as she begins kind of flapping her wings and leading you guys on. As she kind of leads you on, kind of leading you through crevasses and other areas, trying to get you all, kind of lead you through kind of the more dangerous parts of the battle. The trek itself feels like it takes a long time as you all follow Lulu, as there are parts where parts of the battle that intensify but also lessen as you pass through Avernus. The sounds of this battle kind of continuing on and back and forth as the blood war rages, where devils and demons both gain and lose ground. Eventually, let me see if... I'm gonna do a roll real quick. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to read how to do this because I read it. Okay. Oh, I did this wrong. Whoops. Okay, so as you all are venturing forth, Lulu kind of leading you all through, you would all eventually find yourselves in a kind of open area of Avernus, kind of the flatter plain area, and you would see stretched along this area, you would see rocks that are etched into the ground, almost rising out from themselves, but you would see what appears to be scratch marks etched in all of them, each one carrying a particular word that seems to write a message out throughout the area. Let me see. Do any of... Oh, actually, you all can read this. You would see etched into these rocks, kind of on different, kind of stretched along as you're kind of continuing on. You would see the script written out that says, "Prove yourself worthy of being my chosen." As what is written down seems to be etched seemingly by a massive claw.
That's sufficiently spooky.
Well, who wants to make a pact?
I don't like that.
You would see kind of towards the end of this large monolith of walls that are written, etched in the claw, you would see a similarly large stone. Etched into it is that script, but you would also see a familiar shape etched into it. A circle, kind of similar to an Aurora Borealis, but depicting 5 dragon heads interlooped into each other.
Oh, Ouroboros?
Yes.
Oh.
The circle with the snake eating itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's 5 dragon heads.
It's the mark on that we all, except for Simon, have on our neck.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Because we still have that on our neck. Oh.
Yeah, was it like thief or whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
We have. Yeah.
What?
Oh, we got branded by Tiamat as thieves, and she kind of lifts her neck and shows Simon the mark that's on the front of her neck.
Yeah, because Simon's the only one that doesn't have this mark.
No, he doesn't.
Is the music not working for anybody else?
Do I want an explanation for this?
No.
No, it's
Seems
best
heavy.
it's best if you don't know. Long story short, may have accidentally stolen some stuff that belonged to Tiamat, and she got upset.
Technically, it was given to us like as a reward, but we didn't know
It was
that the person
stolen,
that
and
gave it to
yeah.
us. It was stolen to begin with. It didn't have the right to give it to us. I suppose.
Yeah.
Noted. So are we now trying to be Tiamat's chosen? Is that
No.
what we need to
No.
be?
No.
No.
I'm
So
not. I mean, someone else can if they want to.
No, I'm good.
The Dragonborn have any strong feelings?
Let me get back to you on that.
Do you wish to ignore it? Do you wish to go on? Does someone wish to...
Oh, I mean, I think we're ignoring it for now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Yeah.
That's not gonna. That's a whole lot of nope.
Okay. That is fine. Okay. Alright, let me roll another encounter.
Oh my god.
No, that's River Styx. I need Avernus. There we go. Nice.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's a lot of privately rolled dice. I don't like this.
Don't worry. Let's see here. Where is the one? There it is. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so as you all begin kind of traversing through kind of this more open area, passing by, kind of ignoring the rock that was mentioned, after quite a bit more travel, the plain itself kind of seemingly almost this endless valley between the mixture of open field and tight crevasses. You would see, as you are traversing through, you would see a woman dressed in what appears to be almost a knightly attire, covered in blood and seemingly wounded, as she seems to kind of be looking around, kind of dragging herself almost seemingly away from something, as she's trying
Maybe
to,
as in like armor and such.
yes, kind of almost kind of knightly armor. It's not Hellrider armor, but it's of that kind of quality. As
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a nightgown or something. You were just gonna get super confused. I just wanted to make sure if it was like some weird like ghost specter thing trying to be like I'm a helpless person.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, way to be cognizant. I'm gonna run up to her and ask if she's okay.
Kind of run up. You kind of run up to her and check if she's fine. She kind of lets out a gasp breath as she just goes, I'm fine. Me and my cohorts, we managed to get away from El Torello after being captured and got away from the devil's clutches, but as we were getting away, one of our party betrayed us, and think they're still following me.
Nice. I check her.
Yeah, most certainly.
I don't trust her.
I mean, that's fair. We are in Avernus.
Nah, fuck me. I trust her. I trust her.
She can't be lying. She's got a sword.
She's got a sword. She can't be lying.
I'm gonna look around and see if I see anybody coming after her.
As you all kind of look around, you would hear the sounds of what sounds like footsteps coming. You're not sure from where, but there are some footsteps close.
Well, we can't just leave her like this.
Oh, I think we can.
I'm gonna kind of just stare at Sabine.
We have somewhere to go.
So how badly wounded is she? Like, is it something that like a little patch could fix, or like is she like fucking done for?
It looks pretty bad.
Okay.
I mean, I can give her a cure wounds. It's only 1 spell slot.
Could use my
Well,
I could use one of my healer kit on her.
Well, the healer's kit only stabilizes. It doesn't.
No,
heal.
I have a feat that I can heal with it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does 1d6 plus 4 to the creature. Plus additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit die. So if she has hit die, then it'd be 1d6 plus 4 plus whatever her max hit die is.
I mean, that would be very nice and clericy of you.
I suppose I can bandage her up. So I'll use a charge from my healer's kit and do that for her.
Alright. As you kind of go and bandage her up, she nods as you kind of patch her up and go, "Thank you. I appreciate it."
So she gets 9 back, plus if she has any hit die.
Alright. As she says thank you, let's see. She says thank you, and she kind of staggers her way up and just goes, "I think with this I can take care of myself, but if you must be on your way, then go for it."
Yes, and good luck to you.
As you
Nod her away.
so you nod, and as you nod, you all begin heading off. As you all begin heading off, what's everyone's perception?
Oh boy.
No, I'm just seeing passive.
16.
16.
Where do we see our passive perception again?
It's next to your perception.
10 plus your modifier.
It's 10 plus.
Oh, okay. So mine's 14.
Yeah. So I would say Savine and Inya, as you all kind of make your way out, you would hear what sounds like a scuffle that begins to happen almost as soon as you guys leave. As you hear the sound of it, you hear another voice screaming in agony, as it sounds like the fight does not go in their favor.
Yeah, turn around and then look back at Savine. Well, that didn't sound good at all.
No, that didn't sound good.
What didn't sound good?
Sounds like somebody lost a fight.
I'm gonna turn the way that they're looking to see if I see anything.
Give me a perception check. Nope.
No, I don't see shit.
Nope. The sounds of combat and everything make it hard to focus in, as you guys are kind of ducking and weaving.
Could I also do a perception check?
Sure.
Might as well.
Yeah.
We're all looking.
We're all looking now.
Yeah. As you, Inya's the only one that sees this. As you look back, you would see on a nearby rock blood splattered. As falling back, you would see up against a rock, kind of slouching over, throat slit, a woman that seems to hold that. A woman in what appears to be a priestly outfit as she holds onto her throat. You would see you would just see with your perceptive eyes she clutching onto her one of her bloody hands as she's trying to hold onto it is a symbol of Lythander. As the knight with a wicked-looking scimitar kind of seems to go in for another stab into her. As you watch as
Is this the one that I just healed?
Yep. You see.
Oh God.
You see this auburn-haired woman drop to the ground as the knight kind of looks back at you with glowing red eyes as she stares at you, kind of giving you a look of keep moving.
Oh, well then. Do I know that Savine? Yeah, Savine just.
Yeah. No, you want.
Yeah, I was there. Okay. Savine, that that woman you just killed or just healed just got killed.
No, not the woman that I just healed. The one that I healed killed someone. And she's gonna look at Anna.
She's doing the killing.
Oh, she doing the killing.
She's doing the killing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good choice then.
And
she's gonna look at Anna and glare at her.
Anna's gonna kind of scratch her head and be like, "Well, that's the last time I trust somebody down here."
Womp womp.
Shouldn't be trusting anybody down here. Is she like the woman that killed her? She looks like she had glowing red eyes. Is it like demonic glowing red eyes?
Slightly demonic. Yeah.
So is she like a... would she...
You wouldn't know.
She's still here.
She's like, you guys are far enough away to where it's like she sees you guys, but she like you could just see what just happened, but far enough away to where you couldn't really intercede.
Should we just holler and ask her if she's a demon?
That's kind of what I was gonna do. I was gonna ask if she was a demon or if she's possessed or something.
All right, so hey, you a demon lady? Were you like possessed or something? Why are you murdering that lady?
You would hear her just kind of go, just dealing with a traitor.
I think you're the traitor, by the looks of things.
No, but I suggest you keep moving on.
Yeah, but you didn't answer if you were a demon or not, so...
No, I am not. I am not. My group...
I can insight checker.
Yeah.
It's gonna get me anywhere.
Sure, you can insight.
I mean, if there's anything that we just learned is that we're not involved.
That's trustworthy. You're not sure.
Definitely not a demon. Definitely not a demon.
Anna's going to kind of pipe up and say, "Well, if there's anything we just learned, we probably shouldn't get involved in anything down here unless it's immediately between our parties." So, I hate saying this because it goes against everything I stand for, but I suggest we don't get involved in anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Anna kind of throws her hands up in the air just out of frustration.
I'm gonna wave to her. All right, bye, lady. You owe us one. We healed you and then didn't do anything about your murdering. Have fun. Stay alive. Have a great day.
As she kind of looks back to the fallen body of the priestess that she as you hear this see the last you see is her dragging the body off and you just hear the sloppy sounds of something getting diced up.
Okay.
Enya starts walking faster.
Yep. I'm taking out my pace too.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright. Yeah.
The priestess was of Lythander anyways. It doesn't matter if another one of them's gone.
I don't know what that means. I don't know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
Would I know who that is?
It was.
I'm sure you guys would know who Lythander is. He's one of the gods of Elturel.
Yeah, Lythander was a recent. Lythander was a recent addition. His moniker also is known as the Morning Lord.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Anna knows, but Tess is an idiot.
Yeah. He was brought to attention by a man by the name of Father Donovich, and he brought along and he had a follower by the name of Irina Koliana, who had auburn hair, who helped establish stuff.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Pour one out for the homies.
Yep.
Yeah, pour one out for Irina. She survived Strahd, but didn't survive Avernus.
Wait, Irina's dead?
Yeah, that cleric was Irina.
Oh.
Yeah. Pour one out for Irina.
I don't know who that is.
Shit.
It's from a previous campaign they did.
From Curse of Strahd, so.
Llama.
Bang.
Womp womp.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Anyway.
let's keep going and avoiding any other encounters with people that seem to be hurt.
My statement still stands about it's another one of Lythander. We don't need any more of those in character, so.
Alright. So, after venturing through everything and kind of passing through, sorry, I felt something coming and I was like, oh, shit. Eventually you all would have, after passing through everything, you would see Lulu kind of getting a little disheartened as she seems like she seems to be like very certain. Like when she was leading you guys started leading you guys, she seemed certain, but as you guys traverse through more and more, you see her looking very uncertain as she just kind of goes, I think I know I saw it this way. It should be here by now.
Are we lost?
No, we're not lost. We're in the right direction.
Can I insight check Lulu?
Yeah.
You've been doing so good about that.
Yeah, you can insight Lulu.
Alright. No, I believe her.
Yeah, no. She knows where she's going.
Alright, just for sheer whimsy, I'm gonna insight check her too.
Yeah.
Yeah!
As you all are traveling through, and you all seem a little lost and confused at what's happening, you would come across another clearing where you would see sitting atop a large kind of blackened stone, just out in the open, no one around. the sounds of battle kind of echoing, you just see a singular, bald-robed man sitting on top of a boulder, just seemingly humming to himself as he just looks up at the sky. As he's just staring and humming what it sounds almost like incoherent mess. But for those of the arcane nature, you would realize he seems to be performing a spell, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
I don't like this.
He has not noticed you. He is not paying any sort of attention to you. He just seems to be minding his own business.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Sabine's gonna keep walking.
Yup.
Just, She's gonna walk up next to Enya and be like, we're just gonna ignore that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm not interested in what's going on over there.
I wanna punch him.
Okay, Anna's
probably
gonna
a
grab
bad
yours
idea,
by
dude.
the. Anna's just gonna grab yours by the arm and like jerk her forward and keep walking.
I don't want to bonk.
No, Sabine's gonna grab Vixara and drag her as well.
I want to bonk!
You can bonk things later. We're not gonna bonk a random man who's doing some sort of spell that we don't know what's gonna do.
I'm better
I like
roll.
look at Sabine and
Yeah, I
then just
know.
like bonk her on the head.
Oh, are we rolling against each other, Beers, to see if you break out of my grasp?
No. What?
As you all kind of make your way forward, kind of pulling the two monk sisters along, the humming man kind of seemingly all pass by. You hear him kind of click his tongue and go. As he kind of looks down from, you kind of see him look down from his perch. You would hear him from talking from down from his perch, just going, wherever you may traverse, be careful. The sky tends to fall very rapidly in that direction.
See, I should have punched him.
And as he kind of says this, you would hear the sound. Does anyone look back at him as soon as he says this?
I mean, I instinctually look back at him.
Yeah, you look back at him as he kind of gives a smile, like a knowing smile, as he clicks his tongue again. You watch as the rock he sits on glows with arcane energy, and you watch as it drives him off.
Oh my god!
Just a boulder?
Yeah, pretty much.
Drive these babies
Oh
for
my
miles.
God.
Pretty much. You watch as this boulder lights up with arcane runes, and he just drives off.
Anna's gonna stop in her tracks and watch this shit. This is hell now.
Was there any like noise?
Does it sound like it has an engine?
No. You just hear the no, unfortunately, it's the sound of like crushing rock underneath as he's driving off. Like it sounds like someone like pulling out of a back, like, you know, when someone has a gravel like driveway and they're just backing up or like driving on it. It's pretty much like that as he's just cruising on out of here, cruising on around.
How do I do that?
I want to drive.
Find a rock. Also,
All right, new side quest: find a rock.
She spots Vixara in the back of her head with her tail for the bomb.
Ooh, reach the back of my head, shorty.
With my tail, I can, yeah.
I don't know, because that's starting down at like at the waist.
Well, then she smacks your butt with her tail.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna need to speak to HR.
There is no HR in Avernus.
Come on!
I'm HR and I don't care.
File a complaint.
I'm HR and
I'm HR and I don't care.
I'm the neutral party in all this, and I couldn't care less if she smacked your butt. Let's move on. I want to find a rock to drive.
Yeah, I know. Maybe
So
that
put
song
that
is
as our
a
new
Jimmy
side
Corn and I don't
quest,
care, but it's like I'm HR and I don't care.
I mean,
Yeah,
you need to,
that's really good.
Con, you need to put that as our new side quest, find Boulder for Simon.
I want to drive the rock.
Find a drivable boulder.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
rock.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock. It's not just a
drivable
boulder.
rock.
It's a rock.
There we go. Drivable
Whatever lets me
rock.
drive it.
I don't want to.
And then also put on there that I would like to file an HR complaint.
I'll listen to your complaint whenever I have my rock. I need the ability to pick up fly winches when I go.
I need to file a complaint with HR.
Why?
Oh my god, fly winch.
Fly winch.
He's gonna roll up to the tavern like, yo, you see my rock?
Yo, what up? I got a
Pretty
big
neat.
rock.
I got him. Yep.
Find a better HR rep.
We've gotten very off track.
Yes, we're very.
But I mean,
Guys,
it's
the
easy,
sky
that's
falls,
what
he's
happens.
chicken little, I want a rock. That's all I got.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Is anything happening with this guy after he said that?
No, he fucks off. Like, he generally just says that weird, ominous thing and just fucks off.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. He gives that weird, ominous thing seemingly directed at you guys, and then the rock activates and he just drives off.
Okay. All right.
Is he holding like an invisible steering wheel? How is he steering this rock?
It just seems no, he's just straight up just sitting on it and it's just going. It just seems to go where he wants it to go. Or it could be random, you're not sure. You didn't have enough time to study it. He just seems to fucking
I like
vanish.
the idea of random.
Could be.
He just goes vroom vroom.
Could be. So
I love it.
So as you all continue on, you would continue on. Eventually, you would see as there's a moment where, as you all continue on following Lulu, you think the day is getting a little bit, as the day seems to, well, relative day seems to be. Because at this point, you guys have been traveling for hours.
Getting eepy.
Yeah. As you're all traveling through everything, eventually you would see what appears to be a fortified compound that sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocketed landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rusted-colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bone, and metal debris surrounds this hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse atop which stands half a dozen small figures on watch.
I'm gonna turn to Lulu and go, is this Fort Knucklebones?
She nods as she goes, yeah, this is it!
Do you trust the figures that are standing up there? Are they good, or...?
They've helped me. I know Clunk and Chunk helped me pretty well. If I remember correctly, a lot of the people here are very nice.
Do any of the figures look like Kenku's?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, because I've been rolling so fucking well tonight.
It's gonna go great.
This is gonna go fantastic. Yeah, it's gonna go fantastic. Another 9.
You see small figures. They don't look bird-like, but you're not really sure what they look. You're not really sure what they are from this distance.
I mean, the only thing we got now is just to go over there and see what happens.
Lulu,
sure, worth a shot.
you go up front, because they might recognize you.
All right. So, as you all, are you all approaching at once or just one at a time?
No, we're behind Lulu, so I kind of push Lulu forward a little bit.
Okay.
Single file line.
Yeah.
Behind the elephant.
So as you all make your way forward, you see this kind of scrappy kind of wall put together, and as you approach, you see standing on top of the wall are these small kind of short figures, clad in what appears to be scrapped together robes, but the most notable thing being funny little hats that seem to be caked in a reddish material. It's hard to tell if it's fabric, blood, or something else that you wish not to know. As you all approach this and these little figures kind of take a notice at you, one of them kind of from the top of the wall just goes, "All right, what's the password?"
Beans?
As it kind of looks up, Lulu just kind of looks confused and just goes, I didn't know there was a password. And you hear one of the figures go, one of them shouted, "Beans!" after a moment, one of the other one goes, "What are you talking about? We don't have a password!" As they all fall over and just begin laughing their fucking asses off, just on top of the wall.
This is giving the Frenchman from Monty Python.
Yes, it is.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was waiting for an elderberry comment.
As the figures on top kind of been laughing and chuckling for a moment, one of them just goes, "Oh, all right. You may have caught on that there is not a password, but we will require something for entry."
You want gold?
There's no use for gold in hell. Well, there's gold. Well, I mean, it's useful for many things. You can throw them at the nearby devils, and they seem to get a hoot out of it. You could throw them at the nearby people like yourselves. Next thing you know, a gold coin just whacks you in the face as the guards on top begin laughing again.
Ow! Sabine kind of rubs her forehead.
I pick up the coin.
Do you want
Nice.
Do you want a amulet?
What amulet are we talking about here?
Sabine's gonna pull out one of her amulets of Leviatar and hold it up.
Kind of stares at it. You see one of them eventually pulling out what appears to be like, kind of. You see him pull out like a binocular and kind of look at it and just go, No! As they kind of throw the binocular back. One of the other ones kind of chiming in, just going, "How about this? We want a funny little dance."
A dance?
Yes!
Anna will summon her dancing lights and have it be one of them and have it do a funny little dance.
As the guards kind of chuckle as this dancing light does a funny little dance.
I'm gonna grab Anya's hand and start doing a dance with her.
I'm gonna go along with it.
As you all are doing these, as a few of you, as the dancing lights are doing this stupid little dance, and Inya and Sabine are doing this stupid little dance, eventually you would hear the sounds of rumblinging as the gate opens up. And as the gate opens up, you hear one of the guards kind of tone change, go like, "All right, quit standing out there like a bunch of idiots. Get in here."
Okay.
Okay.
Do one last twirl with Enya before we go in.
as you all make your way inside, the gates closing behind you. The small figures kind of seemingly watching you all as you make your way in. You would see the area you enter into is enclosed by the rampart, is littered with trash and mechanical parts. Some put together in ways that resemble a vehicle. Ramshackle structures built from the same junk as the outer wall provides shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures mills about, all looking like feral gnomes. Several of them sport tall red caps, some of them drip with vile ichor. As you would also see a pair of kinkers that seem to be examining one of the vehicles, chattering amongst themselves. They carry an assortment of strange tools. And as they kind of, after a moment, they seem to notice you and kind of look at you after a moment. As they kind of stare at you for this moment, Lulu kind of coming forward, points at him and goes, That's Chunka and Chonk.
Okay.
Neat.
Clunk and chonk?
She nods as one of the kinkers kind of look in surprise, but one of them kind of runs, kind of like waves in your direction as he seems to be kind of like motioning for you to stay where you're at.
Okay.
As you hear him kind of telling the other Kinku, his voice kind of fluctuating loud enough, you would hear him go, "What a deal! Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting," as he disappears. After a few moments, you would see the Kinku returning. He seems to be leading a tall creature wearing a long, tattered shift covered in mud, blood, mold, and worse. The eyes of this creature seemingly move independent from each other as she approaches, her staggerly brown hair hanging from the front of them. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that scrutinize your group. Behind her, a hulking creature built from disparate fiendish parts trudges, moaning and hopping as it walks. Both of the eyes focus keenly on your group, and specifically Lulu. As this haggard creature croaks, spittle dribbling down from her mouth. My goodness. Where did you find such a treasure? She kind of gently approaches Lulu. Lulu kind of seemingly very confused.
She's told us to come here to speak to Clonk and Chonk.
Ah! So you're the creature that my dear mechanics told me about. Blessed are they. Aren't they kind souls for telling me such a thing?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Gonna kind of shift in front of Lulu a little bit.
Yeah.
To kind of show you who you're talking to.
Oh. Gross.
You?
My dears, it's not too often that we see mortals wandering around in Avernus. Surely you all are a little lost. Come, we have a little bit of a... Might I offer you a bit of food and comfort while we figure out your situations, dears?
Anna's gonna kind of look at Lulu with concern.
Lulu kind of seemingly kind of She seems kind of unfazed by like, yeah, sure, let's go.
Can Anna do it? I mean, I've been rolling so well, and I've got such a great modifier. Can I roll an insight check
On Lulu or
on the creature?
the big creature or the woman? Or the haggard creature?
The woman.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, nice.
You can tell by the way she's acting that she wants something.
I'm gonna ask her, what do you want?
She kind of stops and kind of looks and goes, "What makes you think I want anything, dear?"
If there's something we've learned in our short time in Avernus, it's nothing is free.
There's a
lot of murdering.
There is a lot of wisdom in there, dear. Very well. If you want to avoid the pleasantries and straight into business, then we can do that. I understand your friend here. If the two Kinkus told me, right? As she gestures to Lulu, her eyes kind of every now and then straying from each other, but when focusing on Lulu, they both look at her. I understand she, according to my mechanics, has lost a bit of her memory. I was willing to offer you all the chance to see what she has forgotten.
In exchange for what?
Just curiosity. I wish to know what she has forgotten. It is not often you hear of beings such as this sweet little thing forgetting their memory. I merely wish to know what she has simply forgotten and obtain that knowledge.
Anna's gonna kind of look at Sabine and at Lulu and kind of gauge their expressions to see what they think about it.
I mean, I don't trust her.
Lulu?
I mean, if she can help us learn, we need to do something.
I mean, I don't know what else we can do at this point.
If she can help me remember where the sword is, then that might be useful.
But why does she want to know what you've forgotten? What value is it to you? She's gonna look at the woman. What value is it to you if you know what she's forgotten?
Curiosity more than anything, dear.
I mean, with my role, I believe her.
After all, I'm assuming you're inciting the haggard lady.
Yeah.
She is very much not telling you everything. Like, she's being truthful, but she's also being very coy.
Okay.
Can I cast Zone of Truth on her?
Are you going to tell her you're going to cast Zone of Truth on her? I was like, keep in mind, she is watching you all very keenly, as well as this large, kind of strange creature is watching you all especially.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her and go, we don't entirely believe that you're being honest about your intentions as to why you want to know what she's forgotten. So I would like to cast a spell that will allow you to tell the truth.
You see her face kind of... You see her kind of looking... Her face kind of looking like... She almost looks a little hurt that you say that.
That's fair.
My dears, if I wanted to do something to you, or if I wanted to deceive and pull the wool over your eyes, I would have not let you into my fort now. Now, wouldn't I? I'm offering you a very, very rare chance here. An ally with no strings attached, but a simple request. I suggest you take it, because there are very few beings here in Avernus that will help you as much as I am.
And it's going to kind of look at everybody and be like, I mean, this is going to be our... She is being
very serious with that remark. You can tell, like, again, like I said, she's been lazy-eyeing except for Lulu. Both of her eyes are looking directly at you. And her words carry some weight, as even a few of the red caps in the area are stopping what they're doing and staring at her, looking nervously.
Savine's gonna look at everyone and be like, she's being honest about the ally thing.
I mean, this is probably your best bet right now. I don't particularly like it, but I don't think we're gonna like anything down here.
She's gonna turn to Lulu. What do you think?
Like I said, Chunko and Clunk trust her. We might not have many options down here.
Alright,
let's do it.
Her smile kind of comes back as she goes, "That's a good dears. Now, come along. I have some food I can give you guys. I'm sure you're peckish down here. Come on, Mickey." As the large lumbering creature kind of lets out this pained groan as it kind of follows her around. You would see it kind of shifts and kind of lets out these grunted pains as it's following her. It almost seems like a very painful dance it's performing as it's following her back into one of these ramshackle shacks. You notice a few of the red caps kind of laughing and mocking the lumbering brute as it passes by them.
Alright, I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna keep myself between her and Lulu.
Yeah. As you're all kind of looking, kind of passing by, you would see the two Kinkus kind of like seemingly conversing amongst themselves, kind of clicking and chittering at one of these machines as one of them is taking a hammer to this machine and like beating it as the other one kind of stops him and kind of like they seem to be both kind of like scratching their heads a bit as they seem to be looking around one of these machines as you pass by them.
I'm gonna nudge Simon and gesture to the machine with my head.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't have my mic down far enough. Do I... Ouch. I just smacked my microphone. I can't do this today. Series of terrible events in the past 30 seconds. I mean, do I see anything, like... I guess, do I know anything about this machine? Like, can I discern anything about it?
Do you want to go up and approach it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you approach it, you see the two Kinkus kind of like messing with it, and you would see displayed in front of you that they're trying to work on appears to be some sort of spiky cog-looking thing. As you would see, they're trying to mess with it, and a kind of strange, kind of burning energy flows through, and every time they mess with it, the energy either dissipates or it stops as it creates kind of a blowback effect, similar kind of like as the machine shudders and makes a similar kind of sound to like an engine backfiring. Mm-hmm. As the two Kinkus kind of scratch their heads at it. If you would like, you can make me an Arcana or an Investigation check.
I think those are the same thing, so my mouse is closer to this one.
Alright. So, you're not as familiar with infernal machines, but you kind of get the general gist at it after spending a little bit of time looking at it. After about 10 minutes, you kind of, between the Kinkus kind of like explaining what's supposed to happen, you kind of realize that some of the one of the parts that what seems to be kind of like an energy converter that seems to be one of those like how like engines have like a lot of elaborate parts to them, and it's like all it takes is one little tiny piece to like fuck with the engine. Yeah, that's something Simon would notice, is one of the energy converters for what appears to be the infernal energy that's supposed to pump through this machine is broken. And probably through the mixtures of the Kinkus not noticing it or focusing on the whole engine, you, after about 10 minutes, find that part and you show them that part. As they replace it, there's a moment where they kind of hold their breath as the engine doesn't do anything before eventually roaring to life. As this engine roars to life, you would hear the kind of loud roaring of this engine, what sounds like screaming coming from inside the engine block themselves as the Kinkus kind of celebrate, as they kind of give each other a high five before they both of them kind of hold out their little bird hands to give you for a high five from you.
Aww.
I will high five them.
Yeah. As you kind of help them out, they kind of nod. One of them kind of like chirps and clicks at the other one as that one nods and goes over to a workman's desk. And you see he kind of looks through a pile of tools and kind of pulls things out. You would eventually see he pulls out what appears to be 2 scrolls, as he pulls out these scrolls and kind of goes over and hands them to you.
Ooh, neat.
One of those scrolls is a use of Dispel Magic, and the other one is a protection from evil or good.
Ooh.
I like it.
Thank
you. I will make good use of these.
As the Kinkus kind of nod at you. While this is going on, while Simon has become a auto repair mechanic for an infernal war machine, we cut back to the hut that the the hag has led you in, as she kind of gestures for you, kind of seemingly kind of goes over humming to herself as she gets out a set of what appears to be black cushions, as she kind of like sets them down and kind of makes sure, as she takes a moment to kind of like fluff them and put them on the ground and kind of gesture for you all to sit down.
I mean, Anna will sit down. She's very nervous right now, but she'll sit down.
Yeah. As you all kind of sit down, she kind of puts a group. You would see a couple of imps kind of flying in, as she kind of goes, "Oh, perfect! The tea's ready." As she kind of, as these little imps holding a tea set kind of come, and she gets a little kettle and kind of pours the tea into all the things, as she kind of gestures for the imps to fly over and offer everyone a cup of tea. Does anyone wish to partake in the tea?
Sure.
Nope.
No, I learned my
Nope.
lesson.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Not doing that again.
As you all reject the tea, Virus is the only one that has some of the tea in it.
I'm gonna take a few steps back, away from her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hide behind Sabine.
Okay. As you hide behind Sabine, Virus, you take a sip of the tea, and it's actually very refreshing.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Anna will shrug and she'll ask for some tea as well.
Yeah, one of the imps kind of flies over and gives you a bit of the tea. And yeah, no, it's refreshing tea. Nothing weird or anything wrong with it.
The one time.
Right.
All right, Anna's going to drink some of the tea too.
Yeah. The imps kind of leaving the kettle kind of in the corner of the room as the hag kind of brings more pillows and kind of sets them in the middle of everyone, as she begins between kind of like humming to herself and taking care of things. She noticed everyone kind of not, most of the people rejecting tea just going, "Oh, I figured a lot more people were tea drinkers. My apologies, my dears. If there's anything else you really want to drink, just let me know. Because I will need you all prepared and fresh for what is about to happen, my dears."
It's gonna last not like 2 days.
No, I'm fine. I've had bad experience accepting drinks from strangers.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, but no thank you.
Of course, my dears. I understand. As she kind of like, there's a look, there's kind of a bit of a sad look on her face as she kind of goes back to what she's doing. As she kind of sets out a final pillow, she gestures for Lulu to kind of like lay on the pillow, as Lulu kind of incredulously kind of looks at the pillow set and just eventually kind of lays there with a bit of trepidation. Now, the reason why I have you all sitting here is, as we know, memories are something that the mind tends to not simply always forget, but to store away. And in order for our dear friend here, she kind of gestures to Lulu, to remember, sometimes we need someone to jog the memory a little bit. You know what I mean? As she kind of takes one of her long kind of fingers and kind of like seemingly in between the pillows of you all drags it there, as you all notice she begins to kind of draw what appears to be an elaborate circle around you all, as she begins drawing a sigil into the ground connecting the pillows and everything. Do not worry, what we're about to do is a rather interesting experience, and I need you all to be ready for what is to come.
I just want to take a nervous gulp of tea.
In order to retrieve the memories of a creature like this, we need to delve into the mind of it yourselves. I can transport you all there, but it would be up to you all to retrieve the information. I can keep the magic set going from here. But once you've acquired the information, I will pull you all out, safe as can be. I will be able to give you directions and warn you of anything to come if you feel as though my involvement is not there, but the important thing is gathering the information. Is that something you all feel you're capable of doing? I will tell you right now that I do not know what is to come from those dreams. If there is any dangers or any threats, do not worry. You will simply be ejected from the dream if you were to suffer any mortal wounding. And if we fail this time, then we can try again whenever you all recover. But just do keep in mind, you will feel the twinge of any pains you suffer in there. But do not fret, you will not die in the mind of a little creature such as this one, as she kind of pats Lulu on the head. I will make sure of it.
I guess we have to?
You don't have to. You don't have to, if none of you feel comfortable. It's just more people tend to make the outcome more successful.
I mean, I already said I would do it, so. She kind of looks at everybody else.
I mean, it will help find the sword that could possibly help Elturel, I'm sure.
Everybody else?
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Just so I don't have Simon feel. Simon, around kind of this time after it takes a minute for the hag to set everything up, you would see entering into this little hut a circle drawn between all your friends as they sit on these black pillows, as the large kind of creature kind of stumbles away from you to make room for you, kind of letting off this soft groan as it passes by you. The hag kind of gesturing, going, "Oh, would you like to do a little bit of exploring into the little one's dreams, or are you good to stay here in the..."
I'm going to join everyone else because it looks like they're all ready to go.
Of course, my dear. As she kind of gestures to an open pillow spot that she had left for you. All right.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sit on it.
All right,
Make yourself comfy.
All right, my dears. This will only take a few moments, but I need you all to just listen to what I have to say. And all I need you all to do is to close your eyes and to stay on your pillow. No movements, because if any of you break the circle here, I will have to start over from the beginning. And I will tell you right now, we will be here longer than what is necessary. Okay, my dears?
Okay.
All right. Close your eyes, and then we can begin. As I take it, everyone follows her instructions.
Yeah.
As you all, I feel a sneeze. There it is. I was like, I felt a sneeze. I felt a sneeze coming before I started describing shit, and I was like, All right. As you all close your eyes, after a few moments of just sitting there, I'm gonna actually pause the music because it is not fitting for what is happening here. As you all close your eyes, after a few moments of nothing happening, you would eventually, it almost feels as though you all begin to fall asleep. As this tingling sensation begins to start at the back of your heads and then fill your minds up. As your eyes seemingly feel like they're opening, and you no longer find yourself in Avernus. You find yourselves in what appears to be a rich, kind of blinding, almost radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows around you all. As you all kind of stand there surrounded by this iridescent light of colors and rainbows, you would hear kind of a voice in the back of your head going, you would hear the voice of the hag in the back of your heads going, "Excellent. You've entered into our dreams now. Give it a moment, and your focus will zoom in on what you're seeing, dears." As you all kind of surrounded by this radiant rainbow light eventually see the colors fade out a little bit. As you feel warm sunlight that hits upon you all. Within the space, you would see a lush meadow where tall grass kind of fills around, and you would see Lulu as she flies around lazily in this meadow, kind of seemingly going through the grass, looking at the flowers and kind of giving them a smell. You would see what appears to be a figure approaching.
What? Oh, you're playing with the dog?
Tess, if you're gonna talk, please mute.
Oh, I thought I muted, my bad.
No, you're not muted.
My bad.
As you see Lulu you see a figure kind of behind. You would see a figure behind Lulu, a beautiful, blindfolded, angelic being approaching her and seemingly kind of gesturing Lulu to follow her. As Lulu kind of looks with a bit of happiness as she follows this blindfolded angel. As the two begin strolling through the grass, you would hear the hag in the back of your heads going, You need to push through this vision. This is what Lulu wishes for it to be true. We need to actually see more of what actually happened. As I need every single one of you to make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's actually not bad. Oh, no.
Damn, look at that one.
Oh my god.
Why am I not
so
surprised?
fucking funny.
Why am I not fucking surprised?
Look, we're both.
The sisters just are not paying attention.
Listen,
Well,
they're having
it wasn't.
they're living their best life.
Yeah, we're just, we share one brain cell, and that's reflected in the nat one.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this on in the background while we go through this sequence. May not exactly be fitting, but I think this is good, like little chill dream music. I say as, luckily, I just only needed one of you guys to succeed, so don't you worry.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
You lucked the fuck out. Yeah, so as you watch the dream kind of fading away, you would see what was once beautiful open fields and just vibrant greens, a calm energy, and the smiling faces of Lulu and this blindfolded angel. You would then see it being encompassed by not greens of grass in the warmth of the sun, but the warmth of fire, as as this place is a battlefield, a barren hellscape similar to Avernus. At the center, you would see at the center of this circle of this battlefield, you would see Lulu and this angel lying on the ground unconscious and horribly injured. You see yourselves. You suddenly find yourselves surrounding Lulu and this angel as 6 small spine-covered devils creeping closer like wolves looking for a kill begin approaching. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappear through a portal. As you would hear the hiss coming from the hag as she goes, "Those devils! You need to defeat them!" As I will pull you into a combat screen.
Oh boy.
As we're gonna get a little bit of
I never gotta fight demons in real life. Now I gotta do it in my dreams too.
Right.
Listen, sometimes you just can't escape your demons.
I know how to swim.
It's a good song.
I was about to say, I know this song. What is this song?
It's the Chad meme song. It's the fucking.
Oh my god, I literally saw them live one time. I fucking.
No, I've heard this song and I hear this song a lot, but I cannot for the life of me remember who did it.
Hold on,
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
I saw them with it was like Under Oath.
Bring Me the Horizon?
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Sorry, I had to like sing it part of it in my head to really know what I was doing.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was just having a blunt moment.
I spaced the fuck out on that. I was like, I used to listen to that song all the time. I can hear it in my head, but I could not remember who sang it.
Let me double check to make sure I. Yep. All right. Give me just a second. Sorry, and I will get the creatures. Where are they?
My bad. I didn't need in time for that.
No, it's not slobber chops. As funny as that would be. Can you imagine just fighting a whole bunch of slobber chops?
Oh my god.
We would not fight a slobber chops, only cuddle.
As I'm gonna set up the initiative for you all.
Oh boy. Well, good thing we healed.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me initiative as I continue to get this all set up. Because I got this nice chill music, now we're about to go into combat.
Oh, Simon's going last.
I can never roll well with initiative. On my monk, the one that was like super powered in the other campaign that we had, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I'd be
that's true,
going like
actually.
5th or 6th, and I have like a +6 to my initiative.
All right.
A lot of devils.
Top of the turn order. One of these, it is gonna be this one as this large kind of, as this angelic being of Lulu kind of fly there, the devils kind of hissing as they will fly up and going to attack with, these ones are going to throw tail spines at Anna.
Okay.
18 and a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You will take 16 psychic damage.
Oh, God.
What?
That's it?
Mm-hmm. As it kind of flies a little bit off the ground and throws its spines at you. All right.
I'm safe now.
All right, Fisara, it is your go.
Well, I'm gonna skibbity boo bop right up to this one.
Skibbity boo bop, right?
Yep.
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 Baby.
I guess I'm gonna start off with the usual.
Hit him with that baby shark. That
Yeah.
hits.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I get a second one now.
Because your fists are considered magical, aren't they? Yes, they are.
I think so.
Yep. Okay. Just making sure for damage sake.
Okay, yeah. So then my second one, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Alright.
Well, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, no. As you kind of throwing these punches, you feel them kind of connect. Like, normally you know you're connecting that first strike, but it feels weird as though, like, it feels like you're punching the air, but you know you connected the strike. As the devil seems to respond to the hit.
And then my bonus action. Do it again.
Nice.
That is, goddamn.
Is that a crit? That's a crit, yeah?
Yeah, that is a crit, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, you immediately just throwing this other punch, you feel it kind of reverberate as this creature falls apart.
Alright. And then I got more movement. I'm gonna scoot over here, and then that's it for now.
Alright.
That's all.
Anna. Sure go.
I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna summon an echo on the other side of it.
Yeah. It is floating 10 feet in the air, just to let you know.
That's fine.
Alright. Just gonna throw...
'Cause I got my crossbow.
Yep. Hit. Alright.
And I get a second attack, right? I have multi-attack now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get one extra attack. Yeah. Okay. Do it again.
11 misses as you fire several shots, one landing, but the other one dropping by.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all I'm doing. Yeah, because I only have the one attack. Wait, hold up. No, I'm not going to use that yet. No, I'm good.
All right. Virus.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Explain. Elaborate.
You should come
Gonna
flank with me. Yeah.
flank with you. Yeah.
Flanking.
And then we're gonna bonk.
Bonk. Give it a good old bonk.
Hit.
Noise.
Nice.
Can we do another one?
Jeez.
Got exactly the same.
Damn.
Nice.
8. And then a bonus
have
action. Yeah, that's advantage, yeah.
Okay. Noise.
I mean, bonus action, we'll just do another bonk. We'll just do another.
Hit.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, no, as you just come up, like, helping your sister just begin throwing punches, like, bam, 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 bam. Alright.
So close. Just blow on it and it'll die.
Sabine, it is your go.
Right. If you blow on it, you'll die.
Jesus. 1 second. Yeah.
Is that why they call it a death blow?
Yes. Eldritch Blast at the one that the monk sisters were beating the piss out of.
Alright. 12 does not hit.
God damn it. We're gonna throw another one at the one that they were beating the piss out of. God damn it!
As you channel these beams, these kind of smoldering beams that shoot out, both of them whizzing by this small creature. Anything else?
Cry.
That is a free action, yes.
Yeah. Cry.
All
I'm
right.
gonna move back a little bit by the angel and Lulu.
Alright. This little creature is going to fly over.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to take full advantage of the flanking you can do here. 17 to hit. And a 10. Does a 17 hit you? There, Virus?
Oh, yeah. I've only got 15 AC.
Okay. Just double checking. You take 8 psychic damage as you feel the nibbling of this small creature does it have... Oh yeah, no, he easily has the movement as it bites you and then immediately flies away from you.
I'm gonna bonk you for that. I'm gonna get a bonking.
Alright, it's this one's turn as it's going to swoop down and it is going to poke at Simon. And fail. Yeah, no, this thing tries to bite and poke at you with its little fork, but you managed to defend yourself, Simon.
Nerd.
This injured one is going to fly up. And it is going to pull away. As it is going to launch a tailspine at both of the sisters. So the first one is for Virus. And the other one's for Dragonborn Sister.
Hit.
Alright. You take 7 psychic damage. As it launches its quills at you, you feel kind of like a stinging pain, like a bee kind of stinging you. Alright, this one is going to... You know what? This one is going... Yeah, this one's going to fly over to Inya and is going to poke and try to poke and bite her. Okay, so the poke gets in. Enya, you take 2 psychic damage. As this little thing flies forward trying to nibble at you, but it manages... As you manage to dodge out of the way, but its little fork pokes into you. Enya, it is your go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hide. So.
Would hiding
Where is
work
there
in
for
this
you to
instance?
hide?
There's
I
not.
don't know.
There's not a place for you to really hide, unfortunately, and you do have a devil on top of you, so I'm going to say you can't really do that.
My plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, this is one of the few instances where I'm going to tell you, no, you can't do that.
No, it's okay. So in that case, I'm just gonna do Booming Blade.
Mm-hmm.
So do that and the.
Oh, that's within 5 feet, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's right in front of me.
Yeah, she's within 5 feet.
But it's flying.
Not that one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought they were all flying.
No, just a few of them. 22 hits. I forgot to mark the ones that were flying. So that is 10 damage. Okay. 10 damage, and let's see here. On a hit, the talker suffers the normal weapon effects and becomes sheathed with a booming. Okay. So the booming blade damage doesn't happen yet, but if it moves, it will take the damage. As you pull out your rapier and infused with the magic, as you stab it, you watch as kind of like there's like a shifting energy that forms around it as the creature kind of looks confused. Anything else from you?
That's it for now.
All right, Simon, it is your go. You have a tiny little creature with a fork poking at you.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Point blank?
I don't really have a whole lot of other choice. I mean, it's either that or I whack it with the quarterstaff, and that ain't gonna do shit. I'm just trying to figure out if it's gonna be better to try to just spell in its face, or if I want to use the peppercorn.
Yeah, go for it.
And I think it's about as broad as it is long.
Alright, go for it.
All right, if Ross didn't see. It's at disadvantage, right?
Yep. Goddamn. that hurts.
No, I need damage. Whoops.
Yeah, I know. This thing comes flying forward, stabbing and poking at you. You just immediately just able to get a good angle of it. You raise your hand, you just blast it in the face with cold energy.
Get fucked.
I guess.
Alright. This little guy is going to fly up into the air a little bit higher. Because that one was a 10 feet flyer, but he's going to go up to 20 feet.
A little bitch.
And he's going to throw 2 tail spines one at your echo and then one at actually you. So this one's for the echo. That's a crit.
Oh yeah, that's my echo.
And it misses you, but it manages to get your echo as it throws a tail spine. And it is going to start making its way over here.
Okay.
Alright. One of the punchy sisters, the dragon one, is your go.
Okay, well, let's see. I am going to move. I'm gonna...
Keep in mind, this one's 20 feet in the air.
That's fine.
Okay.
Even still, I got 50 feet of movement, so I can get to the other one, too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Somebody's getting flanked, so...
Somebody go flanker.
Well, no, because they've already got Enya flanked. She's about to get fucking gangbanged, and not in a good way.
Hey, yo.
So, I am going to try something new. I'm going to use my quarterstaff.
12 misses.
Okay, we're gonna try it again for my second attempt.
That hits.
Okay. And I have. Let me try this.
All right. Yeah. So you kind of. All right. It's gonna make a con save.
Oh, I made it.
As you kind of practicing, like kind of whipping around, you punch it as the creature does, as the devil doesn't seem phased by your punches.
Okay. Well, I still have my bonus action.
Yes.
In which case, I am going to. Get my flurry of blows.
Hell yeah! Punch it. Go for it. That's a hit.
Nice.
And then it's 2 blows for flurry.
Yep.
Nice.
As you just kind of following up these strikes, just punch after punch after punch, landing on this thing. Its form kind of not looking too great as it's trying to hold itself together.
Yeah. You got the 7 from the quarterstaff too, right? The
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Then that is going to be it for me. And yeah, all you gotta do is like lick it in the forehead.
Yep. That is.
Yeah.
So
Anna.
that's it for me.
Anna, it's your go.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
35, 40, 45.
Alright. Scimitar.
Hit.
And extra attack.
Yep. Yeah, as you come rushing forward to the aid of Simon, kind of after
Oh,
watching.
I didn't roll those at advantage.
It's all good. They all hit either way.
Yep.
As you kind of come over to help Simon, slashing and cutting into its back. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Flip it off.
Okay.
Fair.
Virus.
Which one's in the air? This one over here.
Yep.
All the ones with the little wing icon in the corner.
Pretty much all of the ones except for the one I'm flanked Enya with and the one by Simon are in the air.
I'm gonna throw a dart.
Go for it. That hits.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
As it flies up, avoiding as it taunts you, you just grab a dart and flick that bitch and hit it right in the forehead as it drops to the ground dead.
Yeah, get fucked.
As you throw this dart, the vision around you guys flicker as the spine devils stop what they're doing, and there's a moment of panic as the landscape around you disappears, and you all find yourselves in a void, in a shadowy void.
Oh. We're in void.
Not like that.
Oh, wow.
Not like that. A landscape filled with black smoke, and the smells of death and decay expands to encompass everything. You see these little creatures as this happens. They kind of look around, seeing everything that's happened, and they drop to their knees and begin pleading with you all. As they plead and go, one of them kind of speaks and kind of one of them speaks and offers to provide you guys aid however you need in exchange for sparing their lives.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, I can't kill something groveling and being pathetic like this.
Alright. As you all
that like?
Yes, I reconnected. We good? We good?
It's running an ad right now on for me.
Why is it running an? I fucking.
We're good. The stream is back. Calm down. It's okay.
No, it's more so the fact that my stream has ads. I don't run ads on my streams because I don't want.
Yeah,
I don't want.
It does it on everyone. The same.
It does it on everybody. It does it on everybody's. When I was streaming, I had it turned off. It was still running ads.
That is cringe. I don't want any revenue. Fuck off. Eat my dick.
It runs pre-roll ads.
Mm-hmm.
If you select no, it won't run it in between the stream, but whenever you start the stream, it'll run an ad. Or whenever somebody first comes on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'll fix that later. Because, again, I'm doing this for shits and giggles. I'm not doing this to fucking earn money. So, as the devils kind of fly away, kind of thanking you all, they disappear into kind of the shadowy sequence. You wander into a vast, barren landscape of utter devastation. Black sludge rising rapidly out of the ground begins enveloping all your feet and gripping you tightly, overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. As you hear the voice of the hag kind of going into your guys' head, as you would hear her go, "Don't let the sludge consume you. You must push through her defenses. She must look." So I'm gonna once again pull you guys. We'll do it from this page. I'm gonna actually have you guys roll initiative here. Because the way this is gonna work is this is basically gonna decide kind of rotational on like who's gonna do what first.
Are we doing? Was it initiative?
Yeah, this is initiative.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
Oh, Scott.
I just can't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what campaign it is, what character it is. I just can't roll initiative.
You know what though? If you're going to roll low, initiative is your best case scenario. It's better than rolling low in like all of your attack.
That's actually fair.
All right. Yeah, so for the start of this, as you all start, I'm gonna go ahead and note this. As you all start off, you noticing this sludge kind of holding on to you all. You are all considered restrained.
Which means like we can't move?
Correct.
Yeah.
I thought I had... There it is. I'll just put a little restrain marker on you guys, because I am a silly Billy and don't remember my markers sometimes. Just a little funny haha. So, Visara, it is your start as you all feel yourselves entrapped in this dream, trapped within this sludge as you feel it kind of crawling up. As you all kind of see this, kind of feel this happening, you all see the familiar shapes of these small little spine devils, the 4 of them kind of flying in the view as they all kind of point at you all and begin flying over. As the spine devils kind of come over and go, "We're here to pay you how we can. Let us help you through this." As for those who want to wish to take them up on their offer. So the way this is going to work is basically you guys are going to this is gonna see how you guys are gonna get out of here. The devils are gonna help. So if any of you need help on your roll for this, the devils will help to give you advantage. So running down the initiative order, I need when I get to you, I'm gonna ask you to either roll a acrobatics or an athletics check. If you want one of the helps of the devils, I will say you guys have basically 4 uses of those devils. You get.
Well, I have a +6 in athletics, so don't worry about me.
So, yeah. So, just let me. So, when you're going to make the roll, if you're going to use the devil, let me know, and I will mark off a devil helping you. If your roll fails, we'll kick it to your next turn, and I'll tell you what is going to happen. Basically, your objective is to succeed on the roll here. And this is going to keep going until everyone is pulled out. Is that alright?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah, once you are pulled out, I will say once you are pulled out, if we go into another turn order, you can help another party member and give them advantage, but you can't stack the devil and you assisting, okay? Mm-hmm. Alright, so Visara. So Visara.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna raw dog it because I got pretty high in athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, Visara, as you kind of feel this black sludge kind of grabbing, you feeling this ever feeling of loss, you are able to tough on through it as you grit your teeth, lifting your legs up, loss being not something new to you. As you begin trudging through, you free yourself of the grip of this substance. So I will say, for the sake of argument, you are no longer restrained.
First.
All right. Next one, Anna.
All right, I've got good athletics, so I'm not going to take the help. Save it for people who need it.
Okay. Yeah, Anna, you again feeling kind of a sense of loss, your family, your home, everything. You push your willpower through it, and you're able to pull yourself out of the sludge and begin trudging forward. Inya.
I'm gonna go for acrobatics.
Oh shit.
All right. As you try to pull yourself through, trying to, you can't get a good grip or feeling on the ground as you feel yourself sinking further, and you feel this impending feeling of loss as almost bordering on existential dread fills your mind. Savine.
Oh. Do you want help?
Yeah, because it's either a +1 or a -1.
Alright. Do you want to use
whoever you want?
Do you want to use a help from the devil?
Can't you use a help from one of us, or do we have to declare it on our turn?
You have to declare it on your turn, which obviously it's a full action to pull out. Unless you have something that...
Okay.
Yeah, help is a full action unless you have something that makes it a bonus action, like if you're a rogue, for instance.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to use one of the devils or wait and see.
I think it was me.
No, you'd have to declare it on your turn, and it's
I'm already out.
Yeah, but you have to wait till your next turn, is what Khan said.
Yeah, and then we specify I will help so and so out on their turn.
You might as well, because there's only, 3 of us left now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
go ahead. I say go ahead and use one, because there's 4 devils and none of us have used them yet.
You and I are gonna need it the most. So.
Yeah, I'll use a devil.
All right, go ahead, roll whatever check you wish to at advantage.
I'm gonna do acrobatics because that has a +1 instead of my athletics, which is a -1.
Oh lord.
So as you gesture for one of these, you get one of the spine devil that's very badly injured as it tries to lift and pull you out, but the sludge has got a good grip on you as you go to try to pull. The devil trying its best to keep lifting and lifting, can't do it, and as it lets go, you watch as it disappears. It almost seems to spontaneously combust as it lets out a feral scream before vanishing.
Oh, lovely.
Virus.
Hello.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna also just kind of go for it myself.
Go for it. Yeah, no, you easily kind of pushing back into your mind the sense of loss and dread. You easily are able to trudge on through and make your way. This is almost light work for you. You've done training that is way more intense than the grip that the sludge has done. You're able to trudge your way out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Simon.
I'm 100% going to ask for help because I either got a +0 or +1.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever one you wish to, go ahead and with advantage with one of the devils. As another devil kind of, again, similar but even worse, as the devil kind of tries to lift and pull you up. In fact, it feels like you're sinking even deeper as this existentialism hits upon you. And as the devil tries to pull you, watch as it spontaneously combusts, as it lets out this feral scream as it's still trying to help you before dissipating.
So how many devils have we lost?
That's
2.
So, for everyone that has failed, you would all that failed take 22 psychic damage.
How much?
22 psychic.
Okay.
As you feel yourselves getting pulled deeper, the existentialism of loss filling your minds.
22 psychic damage? God damn.
Yep. Visara,
Okay.
it is your go.
I am going to offer help.
Who do you wish to offer help to?
Savine, she's our only healer.
Okay, Savine, you will have advantage on your next roll.
Okay.
Anna, what would you like to do?
I'm going to help Simon because I feel bad for putting him in that situation, so I feel like I kind of owe him.
Okay, Simon, you will have advantage on your roll. Inya,
Hooray.
I need you to make me another roll for me.
For acrobatics or
Yeah, acrobatics,
Or
athletics. Also, be sure to mark that you've taken 22 psychic damage.
Oh, okay. This is just a normal roll.
Yep. Unless you want a devil to help you. Okay, nope. As you feel yourself getting pulled deeper and you're feeling this existentialism, there is a glimmer of hope in the back of your mind that your job isn't done yet. You don't have time to dwell and think of your losses that you've had. And just when this thought comes, you feel something at the bottom, like something for you to put your foot on, and with enough force and momentum, you force your way out of the sludge. Do you wish to offer? Well, actually, no. Everyone that needs help is being helped. Savine, you have advantage.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit.
Even with that help, as you feel yourself getting, as Visara grabs a hold of you and is trying to pull, you find yourself sinking deeper and deeper, feeling the loss fill your mind as the sludge takes more and more of you inside of itself. Virus.
Yeah? What can I do? I'm out.
I'm not sure if there's much for you to do.
So you can't stack help, huh?
No, you can't really stack help. So I don't think there's not much you can do, unless you want to do anything in particular. Different if you... Actually... I'm trying to think of what I can have something for you to do. As you kind of pull yourself out of the sludge, you see all this kind of happening. The devil's kind of watching from above. You would see in the distance Lulu kind of resting upon the mounds of pillows. You see her kind of floppy ears kind of twitching as she almost seems like she's having a small nightmare, her wings kind of fluttering. And she looks just the look of like, it's almost like kind of, have you ever seen those videos of like animals when they're like sleeping and they're clearly not having a good time when they're sleeping? They're just kind of like kicking occasionally or stuff like that. That's kind of what Lulu is doing right now.
Oh. I mean, I'd wake her up, but then we need to be in this, like, thing, right? So...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. Can I punch the weird slime?
You certainly can. Yeah, you go and start punching the slime. It doesn't really seem to do anything as you feel the bouts of like existentialism.
Yeah.
Like that scene of Bubble Bass beating up SpongeBob and his punches just keep bouncing back.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then yeah, I can't do nothing.
Alright, Simon. I know this music is very very off-putting for what's happening, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm vibing to it, so it's all good. Simon, as you feel, you're kind of similar to Inya, as Anna grabs a hold of you and is pulling you. You kind of flood your mind with thoughts of like, there's so much for you to do. Now is not the time to be dwelling on loss or anything that is to come. As Anna grabs a hold of you and begins pulling, Anna, you feel like at first he feels heavy, like a brick, but you see as he's kind of concentrating, it feels light as a feather as you pull him out of the sludge. You both working together to make sure you stay out of it.
I appreciate you.
Of course.
All right, Savine.
Mm-hmm.
You take another 20 psychic damage.
Oh god.
As you're dragged deeper into the sludge. At this point, you all see her head beginning to go underneath it. Underneath this black ooze, her arms still extended out, grabbing for someone.
I yell at Vixar to step it up.
Why is it only my responsibility? There's other people that go before me.
Alright,
Because
Visara.
meta knowledge, you go before me.
Visara, is your go.
I thought after Savine, is it not?
No, we've gone through the whole
this
turn
was
order.
We've gone through the whole turn order. That was just
I
the damage.
can try and go again.
Another help action. Alright. I will say, outside of Savine, is anyone wanting to do anything? Does anyone want to try anything with Lulu or anything like that?
No, I'm on the same mindset as Ami of if we wake her up, we're going to get thrown back out of this, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone...
Worse, trapped.
Okay, no one wants to approach her or anything, just leave her to her devices.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait. No, wait. I will approach her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and wake her up, but I'm gonna try and calm her down a little. Like, try and soothe her.
Okay.
What would you want me to roll for that, if anything?
I will say you Hmm.
Got an animal handling check?
Well, she's not an animal. She's. I would
She's
say.
an elephant.
Give me a persuasion check.
God, I've only got a +1 to persuasion.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
As you kind of go over trying to calm her, she doesn't seem phased or unknowing. Does anyone else wish to try this before I go to Sabine?
I'm hyper focused on Vixara saving Sabine. I'm manifesting the win.
All right.
I'm
Inya,
after her anyway. So.
Inya, do you want to try anything, or we just gonna go to the roll for Sabine?
Yeah, let's just go. Like everybody's safe. Quotations right now, so yeah.
Yeah, everybody's safe, all right.
Everybody important.
I mean, everybody's out of the.
Savine's not. Savine's dying.
I thought she was out.
No, I'm not out. I'm still stuck.
She's super stuck. She's like one stuck away from being thrown out.
Look, Sabine. If you can get yourself out of this, granted I'm helping you, but you can get yourself out of this, I'll give you a kiss.
Ah!
She
right,
throws
come on.
herself further in.
All right.
Motivation. Come on.
All right. Inya, do you want to do anything? You do not have to. I'm just asking.
I mean, I want to help her. Yeah.
I mean.
Well, Vixara's already helping her.
Vixara's helping.
Yeah, it doesn't stack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah. Well, okay. And I'll just end my turn.
Okay. All right. Sabine. Advantage. Roll it again.
I know. I'm like, because acrobatics has kind of been fucking me, and I'm like, do I try the athletics with the -1?
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, just
Look,
no.
it got higher on your second roll. It just wasn't high enough.
Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Yeah.
As you feel yourself sinking further, the existentialism, the loss, the dread, you've lost important people in your life, and you've probably lost important things that dwell in the back of your mind. And as you sink further into the sludge, and there's a moment of the feeling of giving up, you feel, just as your fingers are about to emerge into the sludge, you feel the hand of Vixara pulling you as you look up from underneath the bottom of the sludge, almost like you're in the ocean drowning. You look up and you see your friends trying to help you out, try to get you out. As Virus is trying to soothe Lulu, you see the faces of your friends and remember, you're not in this alone. You have people to support you. As Vixara, you feel Sabine feel like a brick as you're trying to pull her out of the sludge. It almost feels like it's about to be lost, but the next thing you know, you pull her out safely. Covered in the sludge, you all make it out of this trapping. As you all have this moment of realization, a shimmering light comes from Lulu as the wall of sludge gets pushed back, ground underneath you, as you see, emanating from where Lulu's resting, a large divine greatsword meant for a being larger than any of you, hovering where she's at on the middle of a dais. And as the shimmering light fills your guys' mind, everything goes white. As you all wake up back, sitting in the circle, as Lulu resting on this black cushion, begins to wake up slowly as she looks peacefully looking around, you all see resting near her a large gleaming brass spyglass resting upon an inortly carved tripod. As she wakes up seeing this, a look of recognition on her face. She flies up to the hourglass, the spyglass, and begins looking. As she looks around, a smile on her face, she stops before looking with excitement as she lets out a small trumpet of excitement as she goes, "The sword! I found it! That's what we need! The sword right there! I know where it is!" As the hag kind of looks surprised as you all wake up. Those, Savine especially, you look very like, about halfway falling out of the circle, you feel the hands of this hag kind of supporting you up as she kind of makes sure you're sat up okay before walking over and just, "You almost fell out of the circle, dear."
Ow.
As she kind of looks to Lulu and goes, "It seems like you have found what you're looking for." As she has a smile upon her face as Lulu kind of goes, I know where it's at. We need to go there as soon as possible." So the hag kind of calms her down, just goes, "Where? You need to elaborate, dear. Where do they need to go?" "We need to go to there's a citadel in the middle of nowhere. It stands out from the rest of the things of Avernus." As the hag kind of looks and thinks for a moment, and she goes, "It's about, if what she's saying is true, then you guys are looking for the fabled Bleeding Citadel."
Sounds pleasant.
It's a location in Avernus that is wroth with peril and dismay, my dears. And her sly kind of smile kind of going across her face. But it is a dangerous trek. No one, including myself, who have been here for a long time, knows how to get there, my dears. But given your friend here knows what to look for, perhaps you need, with enough time and enough of her memories returning, she might be able to guide you. It's settled then. As she kind of snaps and her two ravens kind of fly out from her shoulder. It's settled then. Seems like you all have a bit of exploring to do. Juggle the memories of your little friend here and head to this Bleeding Citadel. If this sword is truly where it belongs, in that citadel, then you have where you need to go. As promised, I will provide you your help. Avernus is a very dangerous place, but it's not as dangerous if you have the right means of transportation, my dears. As the ravens kind of come back, one of them holding what appears to be a gnarled set of keys, a chain of keys, as she kind of motions for you to follow. Come. You'll have time to rest, but I need to know which one works for you.
Okay.
I mean, just gotta stay seated on the ground for a moment.
As she she smiles as she kind of leads you out into the junkyard. And as she leads you out into the junkyard, you see the two Kinkus kind of messing with the engine that Simon had fixed, which none of you saw.
Yeah.
She asks, so the question is, 1 or 2? What is this knowledge with? As she seems to think about it for a moment. Tell me, how comfortable driving with each other are you?
Me. She's gonna kind of be like bouncing up and down on her feet and be like me.
I feel like Simon would probably be the most well adept at this.
I call shotgun.
I volunteer Simon because he knows the most about machinery.
I call shotgun.
She kind of seems to count. She counts all of you. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, would you all prefer to have seats, or would you think you have the energy to hold on to the side of one of these things?
Oh God.
I'd prefer a seat.
I would also prefer a seat.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, right?
I almost fucking got dragged underneath by sludge. I would like a seat. Or I can sit in Vixara's lap.
All right. She goes, well, you have a couple of options here, my dears.
Is this hag about to turn into a car salesman?
Probably.
Please pitch it that way. Please pitch it like a car salesman.
Well, she just kind
But
of...
a hag saleswoman.
She kind of gestures to... So there are several vehicles she shows you. She shows you 3 kind of smaller ones. So your options are 3 smaller ones that kind of have these kind of almost kind of higher 4 wheels, higher end back that holds 4 people. But you would see on the front of it, large pairs of sides that act as almost kind of like a bulldozing grate, and a pair of sides on the back, as well as a large, what appears to be a harpoon launcher on the front. You would notice that has 4 seats.
Mad Max this shit.
You're about to Mad Max this shit. She gestures to one of those and goes, these ones here may not be able to fit all of you, but if some of you feel a little extra cozy, you could... Oh, you alright?
We lost...
Ami.
Oh. We lost Ami.
Ami, no. I'll show you which... I'll send you, illustrate.
We need pictures.
I'll send you illustrate. It doesn't have,
Yeah.
So the official...
Buy a car for them.
So the official stuff is kind of just drawings to kind of give you an idea. So it's not So the first vehicles she shows kind of look like these. They have 4 seats, but like I said, she gestures to the fact that they have she kind of points to them and just goes, they have weapons on the front. On the front here. These are more kind of smaller vehicles, but they won't be able to sit all of you unless you want to be cozy in each other's laps. But we also have, and she kind of looks to the two kinkers that kind of gesture with excitement, just being like, yeah, this one's done. You would see a large 6-wheeled vehicle. For our standards, this is the size of a fucking tractor. A hunchback vehicle, kind of similar kind of capsule design, but this one having up to 8 seats. You would see a large toothing maw in the front, and at the back a large pendulum swinging device with a heavy metal iron ball on the end of it.
That sounds pretty kick ass, not gonna lie.
And I will send a picture of that one. This is the second vehicle that the two kinkus were working on.
Ooh, I like that one.
She will mention that this thing has not one but 2 harpoon flingers, a wrecking ball in the back of it, and the front sides she calls the chompers.
Real quick, Ami said her laptop DC'd from the internet, so she's restarting it, so she'll be back hopefully shortly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. She kind of gestures, seeing as there's a lot of you, and she goes, I'm willing to give you 2 of the smaller vehicles, or this larger one, depending on what you all decide you wish to do, my dears.
The large one looks really cool.
I mean, I think the only person we really trust to operate it would be Simon. So the larger one might be the best.
Hold on, let me double check something to make sure I've presented all the options.
Does Simon have a license?
Is there a such
Licenses
thing as
exist
a
in this
license?
world?
I was about to say, is there a such
Do you
thing
think
as a
any of
license?
these devils have licenses?
We're Mad Maxing this. I don't think they had license.
I was about to say, I like living in Turhall. I'm assuming that I've never seen a vehicle before.
No, like, again, you guys are used to
then...
you guys are used to like carriages and stuff like that. This shit is fucking wild to you all.
Alright.
Yeah,
Simon was
super
like, so
excited.
we
I just didn't
want
want to cut Con off.
the added insurance. There she is.
There she is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do it again.
That-
Do it again.
Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, no. Those are the ones that she's willing to offer you.
Ami, we're car shopping, so if you go look in the text chat,
She's offering 2 smaller vehicles that seat 4 people, or 1 larger vehicle that seats 8.
I like the big one.
Yeah, I kind of like the big one as well.
Alright.
like the big one.
You guys going for...
Yeah, the
Alright.
only...
Hmm?
I was gonna say, my only worry is that, like, if for some reason we had to split up, it would be nicer to have the 2 cars, or, like, if we're attacked, it's nicer to not all be in one, like, vehicle. But I also feel like we don't really want to go in 2 pairs of 3 in Avernus when we have 1 healer and a bunch of melee people. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about splitting up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be staying together either way.
And, fortunately, this is the... Actually, I forgot to change the music back to Avernus. We'll do this one, because I haven't heard this one yet. So, it's kind of called a Hellish War Machines. Let's go, PE. Alright, so you're gonna go with the thing that these 2 have gotten it figured out. She kind of like pats the 2 kinkus on the back as the two kind of like look at her and then kind of point to Simon, and she goes, "Oh, you helped them out here. It's very sweet of you." As she kind of gives you like a grandmotherly pat on your head. As she reaches into her thing, you would see her kind of pull out what appears to be a small bag as she hands it to you, Simon. "These, my dear, are going to be quite useful in a pinch. Now, how to run... Just so you all know, these machines right here are particular in their fuel. They require the ichor of immaterial things. Devils, demons, whatever you can come across. To burn the engine. So if you ever have a need of... If you ever feel like you're running a little low on fuel, I'm sure there's a few devils or demons you can kill around and use their essence. Not too harmful. But if you want some real power out of them for whatever... Whether to get out of a bind or simply to catch up on a demon that's just a little too fast for you, use them and throw them into the infernal engine."
Wait, use who? The kangaroos?
She points to the bag that she gave Simon.
Oh.
Simon, do you open up the bag?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. If
you see,
that's fine.
Yeah, you see rusting in the bag are these 3 iron-shaped coins etched with kind of arcanic runes, and they have a slight burning sensation similar to the infernal metal you have touched.
We're gonna be real careful with these. We're gonna be real careful with these things.
If you wish, you can give me an Arcana check, if you would like.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know if Simon knows what these are. I know what these are. I don't know if Simon knows what these are.
You take a look at them, and you realize she is giving you 3 soul coins.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Normally, most devils use them as currency, and yes, it's true. But they have more potency with the souls bound into them as an extra boost, if you will. Should you ever need to arise, I know this lumbering beauty as she kind of like rubs the tire gingerly. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but she can take a punishment or two. But there might be a few moments where you might have to scuttle along, so don't be afraid to throw one of those coins into her infernal engine now. I'm sure she would appreciate a good soul, you know?
Is the engine alive?
Not alive, per se. It, how should I put this?
It depends. Do you consider a disembodied soul alive?
She kind of points to She kind of just points to Simon. The boy's right. Think of it.
Oh dear God.
Think of it like how do mortal people think of this? Think of it like you're planting a tree for you in the garden, and you let the tree grow, but sometimes weeds get in the way. You gotta sometimes pluck the weeds. That is all the engine is doing, my dear. Just word of advice, don't stick any limbs or anything in there. You will not get them back.
I look at Beerus.
Hey, what? I wouldn't do nothing.
Just a word of caution. I've lost a few good helpers thinking that they were funny to stick their parts into engines. As she kind of like looks over at a red cap that's like missing half his face.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's neither here nor there, dears. And as one of the speaking of red caps, as two of them kind of come up. Carrying what appears to be a small, like, picnic basket that seems to be made of a strange material. As she gingerly picks it up and hands it to you all, like almost like a grandmother giving her kids treats. And here's a little bit of food for you to survive out there. You're not gonna find any good places to eat now in Avernus, so I was sure to stock you up on a little bit of treats. And she kind of like looks at you all and kind of just goes, I'm noticing a distinct lack of good weapons on you all, dears. She kind of looks towards Anna. You seem like the more knightly sorts. But I know every one of you might find a little bit of use, but I'll let you discuss it amongst yourselves. Between each of you, is there a particular weapon that you feel like you need, my dears?
Ah. I see. Mama.
This is more so directed to anyone that doesn't use their fist or magic to punch.
I break my quarterstaff and ask her for a new one. Just like snap it over my knee.
Break a whole quarterstaff?
Do you actually want to do that?
It was to give me a new one.
No.
Don't waste a weapon like that. I mean, I'm the big slashy person now that Nazareth is gone, so I kind of shrug my shoulders and...
Yeah, because I know for the most part it's between Anya and Inya that use their
I'd
melee
like
weapon.
a new weapon, yeah.
Well, put it to a vote. Which one of you, I guess, which one of you would prefer to have a new weapon?
I mean, I think Anna should have a better weapon first. Is it just like one of us is getting it, or?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just one person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then probably Anna.
Okay. All right.
Do you even have a weapon? No.
She has a rapier.
Okay.
Yeah, she. You see the hag kind of reach her hand out, and she gestures for you to hand her your weapon.
Got my scimitar.
Yep. She takes your scimitar, and there is a nearby forge where you see several menials kind of going away, kind of forging something, and as they're hammering away, she kind of shoos them aside a little bit. As one of the furnaces that's burning, she takes her scimitar and sticks the blades in there. And she just kind of hums for a moment before pulling one of your blades out, it glowing a deep, hot red as she sticks the other blade in there. And after a few moments, she pulls them out, them glowing, and she sticks them in the water. You watch as steam rises up between all of them. And as the steam rises up, she lifts the blade up, and you notice that the edges sheen with a shiny, kind of glowing eminence from them as she makes her way back over and hands it to you. Your scimitars have been silvered.
Ooh, thank you.
For those who do not know, the trait silvered means that the weapon acts as a magical weapon in the case of resisting non-magic, in case of magical resistance.
Oh, that was about to get fucked up.
As she hands it back to you and she goes, there are many things down here that resist mortal blades. This should help you out, my dears. Oh, and if you're in the looking for anything new or something along those lines, my dear, every now and then there's a merchant that shows up in Avernus. Perhaps if you're lucky, you all will get to meet him.
So bows her head and thanks her.
Of course, my dears. Now, I will tell you right now, Avernus is a very dangerous location, so I would be cautious. There are many warlords such as myself that don't like people treading into their territory or wish to cause problems for everyone. I suggest that
warlord?
She nods. Of course, Avernus has many wars going on, and there are many, such as myself, that keep an eye out for such things. Though, I would be mindful of those who you interact with. Many creatures that call themselves warlords that try to compete for territory with me roam about. So keep your eyes peeled. They won't take any mercy on beings such as yourselves. But there might be one that will help you if you can find him. I believe his name is Smiler. Strange fellow.
Smiler?
Yes. He's a rather strange individual, but if you can find him, I'm sure he will be a vital asset to your party. After all, he runs his own group, and he knows the area a bit better than he knows the area quite well.
Do you have a general direction of where this gentleman is?
Oh dear, if I could track him as easily as I could the other warlords, I would have dealt with them a long time ago. Don't you worry. I'm sure he will show himself. I would say just keep an eye out for him. He's quite noticeable around here. Just look for a cheery fey fellow with a large smile on his face.
Does he drive a rock?
No. I do know who you're talking about, though, my dear. I believe there is some mortal that calls himself the Magnificent Meteorologist. Strange fellow.
Yeah, that lines up.
He what?
He's a strange fellow, from what I can recall.
He was talking about the sky falling.
He was driving a rock.
He sure was.
Well, if I catch sight of him, if you're in the area and I catch sight of him, I'll let you know, dears, alright? But I believe you're off on a grandiose quest here to help your friend find her sword. Now, the machine itself isn't too hard to drive, just as she kind of like gets up into the cockpit kind of to show you guys how to like make it go forward, make it go backward, how to basically operate it.
Yeah, I'm leaving this to Simon.
All right. As she kind of shows you how to operate everything, she kind of lets you go. I wish you all the best now. Do what you need to do. And just know, if you need anything, I will be here waiting for you, dears.
Question.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that psychic damage gone, or is
Yeah,
still
you guys are
up to death?
you guys are fine.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna say, 'cause I was a little worried about Sabine for a second there.
Yeah, no. Simon, I take it, do you start up this infernal engine?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you start it up. It lets out this large guttural roar, similar to what you heard when you started it up, as the machine is mobile and active. This large thing rumbles as the front gate seems to open as the hag is kind of dismounted. She kind of gestures for you guys to go. Do you put the pedal to the metal and drive out?
Resting before we go, or?
Well, so you should be pretty much fully healed again, because the psychic damage is gone now.
Yeah.
Is the psychic damage gone?
Yes.
That was.
I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that. I apologize.
Okay. But am I back up to full health, or just back up to what I was before the psychic damage?
Before the psychic damage.
Okay, so I'm back at the 51.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot better than where you were at.
Yeah. As you rev up the engine, the hag kind of gives you a smile and just goes, "Now, go make dear old Maggie proud of you now, dear."
Will do.
As you drive, as I take it you guys mount up and drive out in your new machine. All right. As you drive out of the gates, the red caps kind of watching you all as you speed out. For those who look behind you, you see Maggie kind of waving at you guys, and for the more perceptive, you swear you see a tear roll down her cheek as she waves you goodbye.
Aww. Oh, I'm gonna wave back. She's been such a nice lady.
As you drive out into Avernus in your new war machine. I think that's a good point to call it, as you guys have mounted up and you're heading out looking for sign and cue of the Bleeding Citadel. I'm going to I need to pause the session anyway, because I need to give you guys a whole bunch of rules and stat blocks that pertain to this machine.
Oh, damn.
For you guys to look over. But yeah. Yeah, no. I hope everyone had a good time. Nice thing to look forward to next week, as you have effectively a Mad Max car.
We are Mad Max in this show now.
I'm gonna strap guns to it.
I'm so excited for Blade.
I hope you do.
I'm tired of doing half damage full plots.
What? Like, I will say, like, fucking... See, this is the part that I was telling you guys that Ruin is gonna be so mad that he missed out on. Is because I know he's a big fucking car guy. He's a big fucking...
Oddly enough, there's a car commercial going on your stream right now. It's for Ford.
Ford.
Built Ford.
Well, these things are built a lot better than Ford Tough.
You know what Ford stands for, right?
Found on road dead.
Fixed or repaired daily.
Oh, that's
You used to own a Ford Focus, I can confirm.
Yep.
There we go.
My Fiesta's going strong. I don't know about you.
Alright. You know what? I think Cup is streaming, so we can go say hi to him.
Yeah, it's their anniversary.
Oh my god, it's their anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We should go wish them a happy anniversary then. My goodness.
Bet.
Yeah. See, y'all were questioning Grandma, and Grandma, she was fine.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
she's a hag.
I
Hags are
feel
never
horrible
good
now.
news.
That's not always true. Some of them are not so bad.
Yeah, well, some of them are only that because you fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Mama Bindi,
Okay,
Mama Bindi is chill.
No, she is.
Until
Yeah,
you
no, she
fuck
is.
around and find out.
Yeah, even though she made Ranting pregnant, I still agree that she's chill. Okay. So,
Alright, we'll go say hi. We'll go say hi to Cup. Thank you all again for playing, and thank you for those watching, and also thank you for the hype train there, Sis and Ray.
Yeah.
We'll go say hi to Cup, because Cup is cool as fuck. Alright.
yeah.
See
She's
you
gonna sing a
guys.
song.
Yeah. Bye.
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 Oh.
Bye. Sorry, I was yawning.
No, you're good.